It's a perfect September Saturday here in Evanston. Today, Northern Illinois and Northwestern, and here come the Wildcats. Should be a lot of fun here in Evanston, Illinois. Alongside my partner, Chuck Long, I'm Eric Collins, getting ready for Northern Illinois and Northwestern. First time these schools have played since 2005. And Chuck, I want to talk about Northwestern. These are desperate days for the Wildcats. They stubbed their toe a week ago against Cal. They don't want to start the year at 0-2.
They don't. And 42 minutes into that Cal game last week, they were down 31-7. I look for Northwestern to get off to a better start today. They need to against a good Northern Illinois team.
Chuck, you're an All-American quarterback. The quarterback for Northwestern, Trevor Siemian, did not have a great day. What are you looking for today out of him?
I think he pressed last week. I think he's got a game under his belt. He's going to be a lot more relaxed coming into this game. He's going to get off to a hotter start and better accurate throws.
We shall watch. All right, let's send it down to the field right now. The national anthem being performed by Jim Cornelison.
Northwestern and Northern Illinois football programs in a moment of silence as we remember George Wilkins, a strong supporter of all student athletes.
Thank you. And now, please remain standing, remove your hats, and join in singing as Director of Bands, Dr. Mallory Thompson, conducts our national anthem, featuring special guest vocalist Jim Cornelison from your Chicago Blackhawks.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets
last week, or you wanted. What impresses you most about his preparation going into today?
Well, I came in on Sunday and owned it right away, Lisa, and I expect him to have a big game today.
You play against an offense that put up a program record 109 plays. What's your emphasis to your defense?
Well, we got to get off the field on third down. It's not an option team, but they're going to want to run the ball, get us side to side, especially early. We got to send them behind schedule on first and second down.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lock. Okay.
Lisa, thank you so much. We're all fired up and ready to go. My partner, Chuck Long, I'm Eric Collins. Before we kick it off, let's talk about who we should be looking at. The Auto Owners Insurance impact players first when Northwestern has the ball.
Well, it starts with Dan Vitale. He is the super back, very versatile. He'll be all over the formation, had 62 catches last year. Look for the freshman phenom, Justin Jackson. He's going to get a lot more touches. He is a future star here for Northwestern. Northern Illinois is led by has a great linebacking unit led by Michael Santa Catarina, leading tackler for them last week.
Now let's flip it to the other side. When Northwestern's on defense, the impact players for Northern Illinois and the Wildcats.
After a year of absence, Akeem Daniels came back and responded with a 100-plus yard game last week. Deron Brown, 13-yard average last week. Look for him to get the ball, the leading receiver for them. They'll be going right into the teeth of another good linebacking unit led by Chi-Chi Araguzzo of Northwestern, their do-everything guy at linebacker.
The Evanston Chamber of Commerce beaming. Look at this, 70 degrees for our kickoff. We do not have a chance of having any rain. We had a big storm yesterday, but clear blue skies tonight. We are ready to go. Chuck Long, the Napa know-how, keys to victory for Northwestern.
Well, Northwestern has to have passing game improvements. They had 21 miscues last week versus Cal. Too many drops, too many inaccurate footballs by Trevor Siemian. That will improve.
And defensively, Chuck Long for Northwestern, keys to victory.
Well, they have to get off the field. There's too many long drives last week by Cal. Cal had a 19-play drive mixed in. They have to have a lot more 3-and-outs today. Northern Illinois will run a lot of plays today. They want to get up over 100 plays. The key is to get off the field.
Last week at the FBS level, no team had more plays from the line of scrimmage than Rod Carey's Northern Illinois Huskies. They ran 109 plays against Presbyterian. Rod Carey's got a good thing going on up in DeKalb. Look at that record, 13-3. He has yet to lose a true road game on his watch. They've lost a couple neutral site games, but never lost a true road game. Trying to avoid that right now. First meeting since 2005 between Northern Illinois and Northwestern. All right, we're ready to go. Tyler Weedle, see a lot out of him. Kickoff guy, place kicker, and the punter for the Huskies. Short kickoff should be returnable. Taken by the up back, Miles Schuler. Tripped down as he crosses the 25-yard line. That is not Miles Schuler. That's Tim Hanrahan, the veteran from the southwest suburbs of Chicago. Trevor Siemian trying to figure things out. Had a pretty solid year a season ago, but an off game last week against Cal.
And I don't know if it was nerves just being the starting quarterback. There's no one he has to compete with right now. He just pressed a little bit last week. I think he's going to have a better game, too.
Well, he starts as the only man in the backfield. That now changes. And an inside handoff. First play of the game. This is Trayvon Green. Bounces out across the 30-yard line. Wildcats will take that each and every time. A pickup of 7 yards.
Just a misdirection play up front. They're a good inside zone team. That was a little misdirection off the inside zone. Going back the other way. Nice gain. Look for Trayvon Green to have a better game today, too, as well from last week.
We're going to see a rotation of backs this afternoon for Northwestern. Bullet pass, and Northwestern fans saw that a lot last week. A missed throw by Siemian, looking for Kyle Prater.
Well, that's a mistimed throw again, like he did last week. He should have had that ball off on time. He was late. See him just stuttering in the pocket before he delivered the ball. He had Prater wide open early. He's got to get rid of that ball quicker.
So a big play early. 3rd down and 3, trying to keep the offense on the field. Huskies showing blitz. Here it comes. Siemian needs to get it out quick. He does. Complete. Dickerson has it. Spun down at the 50-yard line. Cameron Dickerson. Gain of 16.
Just an inside slant route against a cover 0 blitz look, meaning no safeties in the back. Your one-on-one coverage. The corner was off coverage. Easy completion.
Green, his second carry, and this one doesn't go as well as the first. He loses yardage. Boomer Mays lowers the boom. That'll be a loss of a yard. Boomer Mays, they expect a lot out of him. Still no Jamal Bass, who's a difference maker defensively for NIU in years past. He's dealing with an injury. They expect to get him back for conference play in a couple of weeks.
Here comes your fastball play. Going fast on offense.
Siemian gets it off. It's probably best that it was thrown too high for the intended receiver, Justin Jackson. It'll be 3rd down and 11.
He had pressure in his face. It was a nice blitz off the edge by Northern Illinois. They did pick it up, but he had pressure in his face. It caused the errant throw.
Miles Schuler checks into the game along with Pierre Youngblood Airy. So a couple of speed merchants now into the game for the Wildcats on 3rd and 11.
Long yards, and Northern Illinois is playing man-to-man outside.
was hit incomplete. Wildcats will have to punt the football away.
Nice pressure from the Husky defense there. Just hitting Trevor's hand. Still holding the ball a little bit too long there. That's a shot to the head there.
Perez Ford on that pressure. Junior out of Romeoville, Illinois. Here's Chris Gradone, first full season that he has the job as the everyday punter for Northwestern. Tommy Lee Lewis, he's something to see. He makes the catch at the 15, and he gets pelted. Wow. Nice special teams play. Travion Henry, everyday safety for Northwestern, makes the play on special teams.
One of the toughest jobs in football is punt returner. With those guys flying at you like that, taking those hits.
That was Igwebuike, backup cornerback with the tackle. And now Northern Illinois, first time they've got the football. And they start at the 13-yard line. Matt McIntosh just named the starter earlier this week. Hakeem Daniels goes in motion. They get it to him, makes the man miss, and gets out to the original line of scrimmage. No gain.
The Husky offense trying to get to the perimeter of that Northwestern defense. That's where they want to attack.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Look for a lot of shifting and form and motion on every play for the Husky offense.
McIntosh, redshirt junior out of Evansville, Indiana. Quick pitch and catch. Deron Brown. Tackled quickly by Matthew Harris.
Just a little simple hitch route to the outside against man coverage. Now they have a third and manageable situation. When you're on the road, you want to get in manageable down and distance situations. Let's see if that plays out for the Husky offense.
3rd down and 1. Another quick hitter. This time the pass too quick. Goes to the fingertips of Lewis. And Northern Illinois is going to have to punt the football away, you'd imagine. And now the punt team comes on. They delayed their entry onto the field for a moment. Rod Carey not that adventurous. So it'll be a 3 and out for the Huskies. First time they touch the football.
In punt formation for Northern Illinois, Tyler Weedle.
Here's the man who kicks off, plays kicks and punts, Tyler Weedle. To give the football back to Northwestern. Ibrahim Campbell back deep to receive it. Booming kick. Wow. Big leg for Weedle. And that's going to be picked up on a bounce at the 21 by Campbell. And he gets 7, maybe 8 yards on the return. A 57-yard punt for Tyler Weedle. Trevor Simeon and the Wildcats back on the field when we return. For a better day here in Chicago's North Shore. Look at the lagoon on Northwestern's campus, not too far away from Lake Michigan. Temperatures in the low 70s. School still out in session. Still a couple of weeks away from putting pen to paper for Trevor Simeon and the Northwestern Wildcats. Northwestern picked up a first down, first time they had the ball, then had to punt it away. Justin Jackson in the game at tailback, and it's going to be a throw on first down. Stephen Buckley, his first touch of 2014. Good to see him back. He had a knee injury that was significant a year ago against Nebraska, but he's healthy again, and we expect him in the passing game today.
They have him in the bubble screen, of course. They're lining up fast right now. Northern Illinois is showing blitz just about every play right now with a lot of man coverage behind.
Here's the freshman, Justin Jackson. And he's spun down after a nominal gain. It'll bring up 3rd down. Jason Meehan with the tackle.
What Northern Illinois is doing right now defensively is they're locking up the wide receivers of Northwestern, saying, hey, prove that you can complete balls on us. They're daring them to throw to one-on-one coverage right now.
Raybon Green replaces Jackson in the backfield. Bullet pass bobbled and caught. It's caught by Cameron Dickerson. Made it a lot more difficult than it needed to be.
Just a little out route from a slot receiving position. Looked like there was a defensive bust there. Got to catch it the first time. Don't make it that hard, but he stayed with the football, made the grab. Big first down.
Every play in college football is looked at, some longer than others, and the replay official is just going to stop play. That's Don Willard, today's referee. They're going to take a longer look just to make sure that that was indeed a proper catch.
He turned. Stayed with it, bobbled a little bit, stayed with it. Looks like that is a catch, unless they didn't feel like he had possession there at the end. Without catching the ball first.
So after taking a longer look, that is indeed a catch, and it's a first down for Northwestern. Their second first down of the game. So after the confirmed catch, first down and 10. Solomon vaults into the game at tailback. Play action, and Simeon escapes contained for a moment and then is dropped. Rasheen Lemon, a loss of 7.
They're taking these linebackers on the edge, the Husky defense, to put pressure. They're putting them in blitz positions on the edge of the offense, and there's nobody to account for Lemon there coming off the edge. That should have been a running back coming over to block him or a tackle sliding out to get him.
Northwestern still working with a freshman tailback. This time a little speed sweep to Vault, and Vaults himself back out to the original line of scrimmage. He picks up the 7 yards that were lost. It'll bring up third down and long.
Here's the other side of your freshman tandem running back. With Jackson and now Vault, 2 future stars in this league. And they want to get them in early. And you've seen that unfold right now.
Third down and 10. We should mention Northwestern playing without Tony Jones. Led the team in receiving yards a week ago. He's banged up right now and will not be in uniform this afternoon. Simeon, his pass, back shoulder incomplete, looking for Prater.
It's all bump and run coverage by the Husky defense right now. Just about every play, they're daring Northwestern to throw the ball. What it does is it throws your rhythm and timing off, and you have to make a more accurate throw against bump and run coverage. Good back shoulder throw by Simeon. They need to come up with that. Prater needs to come up with that ball. Good back shoulder throw.
So another drive stalled after just 1 first down for Northwestern. Chris Bredone to punt it away to Tommy Lee Lewis. Low kick should be returnable for Lewis. Here he comes. Full head of steam. And brought down with force. Again, the special teams play really good for Northwestern. Matthew Harris with the tackle after a return of just 2 yards.
It's easy to buy insurance and forget about it. But the more you learn about your coverage, the more gaps you might find. Like a
show immediately after the game, only on BTN.
Full header coming your way. We've got games starting at 12 o'clock Eastern time. It's going to be Maryland and West Virginia. That should be a lot of fun. That'll be followed by the Miami Redhawks against Devin Gardner and the Michigan Wolverines. And then how about this for a nightcap? An early conference game. You've got old rivals meeting as conference foes for the first time. It is Penn State and Rutgers. That's next Saturday on BTN and BTN to go. Quick hitter, Akeem Daniels out of the backfield. Lowers the head and gets out to the 26-yard line. Ibrahim Campbell with the tackle, but a gain of 8.
Both teams like to use their running backs in the spread formation and line them up as a wide receiver. You see Daniels, the running back, as a wide receiver. Both teams like to do that.
This time a botched snap. Looked like McIntosh and Daniels may have brushed against each other. That's still a gain of a yard. It'll bring up third down and short.
I believe McIntosh was trying to throw that same play to the outside, and Daniels bumped him where he couldn't grip the ball and throw it to the outside.
So third down and 1. NIU power football. They give it to Daniels. Nowhere to go. He stopped short. Brought down by the ankles. Drew Smith with the tackle.
Veteran linebacking unit was not fooled by this outside zone play. Great job by the Northwestern defense, because this Northern Illinois offense is going fast right now. They're getting lined up, and they're sound right now on defense. They're getting lined up fast.
So here comes Tyler Weedle. 57-yard boot, his first time up. Actually, NIU's longest punt since Jordan Lynch. Wonderful quarterback, had a 63-yarder a couple of years ago. High kick, bounces at the 30. And is down at the 31. Punt of 41 yards, so Weedle more of a mortal punt this time around.
Well, I believe it's all about field position right now, Eric. You know, they're fighting the field position game. There's no team is really creating it right now with either offense, and it's become to a special teams game. The punting units right now are getting a lot of action, but it's going to take a long play, a long pass play, or a long run to create that field position. Once that happens, they get on the other side of the 50, then that's when it starts to roll. But both offenses right now are sputtering. They're not in sync.
Interesting to see Solomon Vault still in the game next to Simeon, and they give it to Vault. Kid out of Gaithersburg, Maryland. Gang tackle brought down by Liddell Fleming, among others.
Just an outside zone play, and again, the linebacking unit for the Huskies, they're just as good as Northwestern's. They've been around.
Simeon steps into a throw. This time it is caught. Kyle Prater, first time he's actually able to bring in a pass. Pickup of 11.
The USC transfers making some noise early. A dig route about 15 yards right in the middle of the defense. They've been hitting outside with their throws. Good job of going inside finally to a nice down and in route for a nice gain.
I think that Prater would have to have a big day. No Tony Jones, no Christian Jones, who's out for the year, and no Mike McHugh, ruled out earlier in the week. So Northwestern very thin right now at their receiver spots. This is Miles Schuler, a pickup of 3.
And the Husky defense has gone to a zone now. When they've been playing so well at man-to-man, they decided to mix it up and play zone. Probably to give them a little rest. When you're playing man-to-man, you're running all over the field covering a man.
That was Solomon Vault with the carry. Now he goes back to the bench, replaced by Trayvon Green, who is split out to the left of the quarterback, Simeon. High receiver formation.
After their man coverage with no safeties in the middle of the field. Let's see if he audibles to a post route.
First charge, timeout and a half. Northwestern. It's a 30-second timeout.
Play clock was winding down, and Pat Fitzgerald, this is not his first rodeo, able to get a timeout call.
Well, you should never have a delay a game anymore because the head coach can control it on the sideline. Back in the day, we had to watch the clock as quarterbacks and call the timeout ourselves. But now you have the head coach. You can rely on that. So quarterback really doesn't need to watch the play clock anymore.
What was the message to Trevor Simeon this past week? Fifth-year guy. This guy's been around a while. He's put up some nice numbers, but he had a relatively poor game for him last week against Cal.
Just to relax. I think he came out and pressed, and you saw that. He finally got hot late in the game, and then they had the costly interception late in the game, which ended it. But just relax is what I would have told him all week. Hey, you're a lot better than that. You're a fifth-year guy. You've seen it all at this point in time. Just relax and play your game. That's what I would have told him during the week.
See, the best play for Trevor Simeon last week wasn't him actually throwing the ball. It was him catching the ball. Here's a throwback from redshirt freshman Jamie Taylor. This is going to result in a touchdown.
Well, Coach Fitzgerald has a lot of these in his bag of tricks here. This is one of them. We might see a few of those today. Makes it so much fun for college football.
After the timeout, second down and 7, full-headed steam for Green. His best run of the day. Brought down after crossing over the 50-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and short. Marlon Moore with the tackle.
Just an inside zone.
Number 45 for
First
Northern
step.
Illinois' helmet came off. Must leave the play game for 1 down.
Just power running, just inside zone power running. Offensive line's starting to get a little surge on that Husky defensive line.
3rd down and 3. Blitz picked up beautifully. Tons of time for Simeon. Finds his man. This time it's Miles Schuler. 1st down, pickup of 11.
Nice job by the Northwestern offensive line. Veteran group of picking up that blitz. They slid to it, picked it up. You can see it right here. Blitz is picked up. Gave Simeon some time to find it.
Coming off the edge. Pass deep down the sideline. Is it caught? It is! Wow, what an interception! Paris Logan's got it!
Northwestern went with a fastball play, no huddle, get it going fast, fade route, just a bomb. But Simeon underthrew it inside. You don't want to throw a fade route, a go route to the inside and short. He needs to put more air on the ball. It came down too flat and too far inside. He needs to lead him outside a little bit more. That's a great interception.
It's an interception and a touchback. The play's under further review.
They're going to look at this one a little longer, but what an exceptional pair of hands and instincts for Paris Logan. This guy's a defensive back who catches like a wideout.
You see the pressure on Simeon. He really couldn't step into his throw, which caused the underthrow. Could not set his feet properly. What a interception. What a ball play.
So right now, video booth taking a look, and here's the ruling.
Review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. 1st down, Northern Illinois.
That's a good call and a quick call, too. You like that?
I do. I thought that's really not Simeon's fault all the way. He needs better protection there so he can get that ball off a little cleaner. He just couldn't set his feet to get all his arm strength into that throw, which caused that errant throw inside. It was a great play for the Husky defense.
So the first turnover of the game. And Northern Illinois has the ball starting at their own 20. Quarterback keeps it. McIntosh from nifty feet. He's got the 1st down and then some. Campbell the tackle, but it's a pickup of 13 yards on 1st down. That's the first down for Northern Illinois.
It's a little quarterback keep play.
And McIntosh again. This time doesn't work so well. Dean Lowry finishes off the tackle after Deontay Gibson got him around the waist. Northern Illinois, they've got some really impressive streaks. They hold the FBS longest active streak for wins in their home stadium, 27, 10 better than Stanford, and wins in their opponent's stadium. That is just a rare double-double. Really, the only problems, neutral site games. They lost the Orange Bowl, the Poinsettia Bowl, the MAC championship game. Other than that, they've been flawless.
They've always had a good history in Northern Illinois, a winning program for years. Coach Carey has them going, keeping them going, I should say. They're recruiting well. They recruit this area. They're doing a real nice job.
Juwan Brescison comes in. Where's number 11 for NIU? 3rd down and 9. Four-man rush. Pass is caught right at the marker. That'll be a 1st down for the Huskies.
That's a nice throw by McIntosh. That's a long throw, out route to the weakness of the defense. He had the soft coverage out there. A lot of area to throw the ball in, but that's a long throw. Nice concentration on the catch.
Brescison, the junior from Mississauga, Ontario. Man in motion, Deron Brown. They give it to the up back. And a pickup of about 3 yards. That's the first carry so far today. Cameron Stingley. Stingley, usually not a guy who carries the football a lot, but they give him an opportunity to try and get something going. There's Mike Hankwitz, now in his 7th season, working beside Pat Fitzgerald as the defensive coordinator. Caught again, this time Luke Ekus, his first catch of the year. Senior tight end has put up good numbers in his career.
Nice little play action fake with Ekus in the flat there. It's an easy throw to the flat. I'm really impressed with the Husky offense. They've had about 15 different formations already in this game.
Joel Boigneau into the game now, and they give it to Boigneau. The big man lowers the head, and he goes down immediately. Henry on that tackle. Boigneau, the sophomore from Aurora, carries 222 pounds, but he met his match with Travion Henry.
Look for the Husky offense to go wide, perimeter, then up the middle. That's the way they want to do it, their offense. A lot of perimeter, and then a couple shots up the middle with the run game or the pass game.
Two tight end formation. McIntosh throwing on the run to no one in particular.
Simple boot play that Northwestern covered. Nice coverage on Northwestern's part. Good overthrow by McIntosh there. He had nobody open.
Weeknights, join the conversation on BTN Live. It's the most comprehensive nightly college football discussion for the guys who love to talk about the game. BTN Live, weeknights at 6 Eastern on BTN. Third down and 8. In trouble. McIntosh just has to get rid of it. He was in trouble. Colin Ellis all over McIntosh.
Credit the Northwestern defense for getting the Husky offense in a lot of third and longs. This is a simple screen pass here, but the running back did not get out. Got tied up inside. He didn't get out. McIntosh did a nice job just throwing the ball away.
They're going to go for it on 4th down and 8, it appears. Offense still on the field. NIU's been known to pooch a punt or two. Yep. They're going to pull a Jordan Lynch. He used to do this every once in a while. Inside the 5, and that ball is going to be down beautifully. I'd say gorgeous special teams, but that's the real offense for NIU.
That's such a great weapon.
So Northwestern's going to have the football, but their back's up against their own goal line.
Timeout.
Academic institution.
The hustle and bustle of downtown Evanston, Illinois. Northwestern Wildcats hosting game number 2 here in 2014. Taking on the Northern Illinois Huskies. Pat Fitzgerald just looking for some answers, talking things over with his defense right now.
He's always coaching. It doesn't matter. He's involved with all facets of his program, especially on the defensive side. That's his strength. He's always going to be with those guys. So far, so good on defense.
Only Kirk Ferentz of Iowa has been at their school longer as a head coach than Pat Fitzgerald. Conservative play call right next to the goal line, and it works for Northwestern. Trayvon Green barrels for 7. Finally brought down by Deshaun Durant.
Just a tight set with heavy set, I call it, with some tight ends in the game. ISO play, fullback on the linebacker, old smash mouth football.
Actually trust Justin Jackson that close to the goal line. The true freshman. That's some big-time responsibility. This time Jackson not going as quickly through that line. He's brought down after a gain of maybe 2 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 1.
When you're coming off the goal line like this, you want to get 2 first downs. That's the key to every offense. That's the goal. You certainly want to drive it and score. Everybody wants to do that. But you want to get 2 first downs out of here. That gets that field position back for you.
Third down. Vitale in motion. And I don't know. It's going to depend on the spot. They give it to the veteran Green.
The one thing about these heavy sets, Eric, is Northwestern's not used to it. There's so much spread offense. Now they get these heavy sets, and they don't practice it enough. Not as good at it. That's just good extra effort by Green.
So the senior from Texas, Trayvon Green, keeps the Northwestern offense on the field. Garrett Dickerson in the game right now for Northwestern, true freshman tight end. And he is indeed a tight end, not a super back like Vitale.
2 tight ends and a fullback staying with their heavy set.
First down carry. Green across the 15. Let's go down to the sideline. Lisa Byington standing by. Lisa.
Eric, Eric, he mentioned how Tony Jones is not playing. There you see him, not even suited up here today. It's an injury Northwestern told me happened Saturday against Cal, and he was in pads as late as Wednesday. He just wasn't able to recover enough. Now, Northwestern only distinguishes upper and lower body injuries. This is a lower body injury. They told me it's a muscular injury. It's not season-ending, but the possibility of holding him out through conference play is still there.
Thank you, Lisa. He was a big weapon a week ago with those 7 catches. So when you factor in Venrick Mark transferring, Christian Jones out with a knee injury for the entire year. Now Tony Jones out for today's game. That changes things up dramatically for Trevor Siemian.
Well, they've had some injuries early in the season. Hopefully you get some of those kids back as the year goes, but it can throw a quarterback off in his timing and rhythm. You have to get used to a whole new set of receivers.
5 straight runs on this drive for the Wildcats. Here comes the blitz. Pass is complete to Prater. And Prater's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by Siemian in the pocket there with pressure. Northern Illinois is bringing the heat on Siemian right now. He stood in there, made a nice play. Looks like Siemian and Prater has becoming a nice combination in this game. Working over the middle of the defense of Northern Illinois right now.
Freshman Jackson back into the game. And another run. Jackson speeds around that corner, has his legs taken out at the 30.
Outside zones are really easy for running backs, especially young running backs.
There's a flag down on the field. Be a low block going against Northwestern.
Might have been a chop block between 2 interior linemen. If one stays high and one stays low.
Personal foul. Illegal block below the waist. Offense number 53. 15-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Jeff Mogus called for the infraction.
Here's in the middle of your screen right here. Not sure they tagged the right guy there.
There it is right there.
There it is.
Yep. No doubt about that.
No doubt.
So under a half minute to play here in our first quarter. Northwestern and Northern Illinois still scoreless. Trying to get to the edge. Jackson is spun down. This is a Husky defense that's got a whole bunch of speed. You try and get wide on them, you may not have a ton of success.
Well, they're behind the chains, and they don't want to get behind the chains. They did that last week, and here they are again early in the game.
Well, that's going to do it. A rare scoreless first half between two teams that over the last couple of years have had really good offenses. But defense is prevailing early. The second quarter, we return to Evanston.
There will always be things in the way.
Yeah, the Wildcats hoping to do it for that man right there. Why not? Having a little bit of trouble. Both teams, the offense, an issue through 15 minutes. A scoreless game, Northern Illinois and Northwestern.
I'd like to win one for the old-timers.
Why not? Second down at 17 as we begin quarter number 2. Siemian in trouble. He's got pressure behind him, and he's going to go down. Good defense play. That was a team. Nice defensive scheme right there. Finally, the tackle made by Santa Catarina.
Both teams playing the bootleg very well. See Northern Illinois covering that bootleg very well. Good job by Siemian just getting down. Got a yard or so, just get down. Could have thrown the ball away as well, but he didn't take the hit, which was important.
Trevor Siemian has just passed 4,000 career yards as a Wildcat, fifth-year senior out of Orlando, Florida. 3rd and 17.
Be careful here.
Little delayed wraparound handoff to Green.
Just a draw play, Eric, up the middle to get some yardage back for your punter. 3rd and long, you're deep down your own territory. Get some yardage back. Smart move Smart play call by Mick McCall, the offensive coordinator for Northwestern.
And Chuck, this drive itself was somewhat of a victory for Northwestern's offense. Remember, it started at the 2-yard line.
Well, you want 2 first downs, and they got that. They got it out. Gives room for your punter at the very least.
And a flag on the field.
False start. Offense, number 21. 5-yard penalty remains. 4th down.
Now, Northwestern went the entire 60 minutes against Cal a week ago without an accepted penalty against them. It's all changed here in week 2.
And you don't want that now. You had pretty good position to get a good punt, good field position. Now you're back 5 more.
Redone, nice booming kick. And this is Chad Beebe, son of Don Beebe. And he's able to break the tackle, finally tackled at the 37-yard line. Let's go to Dave Revson standing by in the BTN studios.
Okay, Eric, Minnesota and Middle Tennessee. Gophers already up 7-0 when Jalen Myrick picks one off, brings it back for a touchdown. 14-0 Minnesota starting the 2nd quarter.
Thanks so much, Dave. We expected more offense. Last time these 2 schools played, it was a heck of a game. It was back in 2005. Northwestern won 38-37. Northern Illinois went for a 2-point conversion. Final minute of the game to try and take the lead outright. Came up empty. Quarterback keeper McIntosh crushed after a pickup of 4. So one of those offenses, at quarterback, McIntosh is going to get hit quite a bit, Chuck.
Yeah, I'm impressed with him. He is tough. He's been hit 3 or 4 times already, taking some good licks already in this game. It's only the first half.
Quick pass too high. It'll bring up 3rd down. Looking for Brescison, who's 6'4", but even he couldn't haul that one in.
You know what Coach Fitzgerald told us? He said this is a chance for the Northwestern defense to hit the quarterback.
Each and every play.
Each and every play, because that's hard to do in college football today. But with this offense that the Huskies have, you can do that. You're able to hit the quarterback a lot.
3rd down.
This is the slowest play they've had all game.
Play clock down to 2. Just get it off. McIntosh. Out of bounds. He was looking for Deron Brown. 3rd 3 and out for NIU.
Just an overthrow by McIntosh. Now, he is not the pure throwing quarterback they've had in the past. They had with Lynch last year. He's not that. So they have to be careful in the passing game. But after taking some hits now, you never know how much he's shaken up a little bit to be able to throw the ball crisper.
Tyler Weedle again. Here comes Campbell. Dangerous catch at the 20, and he's down at the 23. Northwestern will try and get untracked offensively when we come back to Evanston.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
Tonight, college football on Fox returning with an epic early season showdown. Connor Cook and the 7th-ranked Michigan State Spartans taking on Marcus Mariota. And the 3rd-ranked Oregon Ducks. Coverage begins at 5:30 Eastern on Fox and streaming live on Fox Sports Go. Chuck Long, big key in that one.
Big key for Michigan State defense to get lined up quickly on Oregon and then use the clock on offense.
1st down at 10. Pass is complete. Miles Schuler, gain of 4 on 1st down.
Little bootleg play, and they went to the underneath route. Good coverage down the field. He had no choice but to go underneath. Ball was a little behind there. He's still not real crisp throwing the ball yet. Simeon isn't. So let's see how the game progresses. See if he gets better with that.
3 punts and a pick for Northwestern offensively. The longest drive of 10 plays actually only went 19 yards. Kind of an odd start to this one. NIU and Northwestern. Solomon vaults back into the game. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Outside zone play, and I tell you what, both defenses right now are playing physical. They are those linebackers for the Husky defense are running downhill, meeting that ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. No movement by the Northwestern offensive line right now on the Husky defense.
Third down and 6. Wildcats have converted 5 of 8 third downs so far today. Simeon's pass caught. Oh, real good hands. Miles Schuler, like a vice grip, had Marlon Moore on his back.
Simeon's best throws right now are right over the center of the field. He's in good rhythm and timing over the center of the field, not as much to the outside. Nice throw and catch. Good rhythm, good timing, good execution.
Simeon across his body. It's complete. This time Schuler tackled as he crosses the 50. There is a flag down on the field.
Great catch by Schuler behind him.
It's going to go against Northwestern.
Again, getting behind the chains with penalties.
Illegal block in the back. Offense, number 21. 10-yard penalty. Repeat. 1st down.
Kyle Prater, one of the wide receivers trying to help out, gets called for the infraction.
Great grab. There it is right there. You cannot block in the back. And when you do that, just show your hands to the referee. Just release, show your hands to the referee, raise them up high, and they won't call it.
So it's a 1st down and 16 after the penalty. Right back up to get back what they lost and then some. Nice carry by Jackson, a pickup of 10. They really like his burst.
Offensive coordinator McIntosh said he can go as fast sideways as he can go moving forward.
Jackson still in the game, and this time stoned by Rasheem Lemon. Gain of 2. It'll bring up 3rd down and short.
Just an inside zone, 2 plays in a row. Get the yardage back. Now they're in a manageable 3rd down at midfield. Need to capitalize on this field position, though, that they've created.
Green comes back into the game, replacing Jackson in the backfield.
Blitz look.
NIU brings him in. He's picked up. Simeon trying to scramble for the 1st down. He's got it. Fresh set of downs for the Wildcats.
So far, the best play he's had. And he's hit a couple of throws, but I really like his decision-making there. He had nobody open. He didn't force it like he did last week. With that little clock, if you have to hitch to a 3rd time in the pocket, you need to run the ball as a quarterback. Big 1st down.
They fake it to Green. Simeon wants a bunch, has a man. It's Schuler. It's a drop at the 2. Oh, my, would have been a touchdown.
Couldn't throw it any better. What a great rollout, great throw by Simeon. Just have to make the play. Concentrate on the football. Find that point of the football, and that'll help you catch it.
He's the home run hitter on this year's Northwestern Wildcat offense, but that was a swing and miss. 2nd down and 10. This time the handoff to Vault. And Vault gets 7, tackled by Moore.
Outside zone, good vision by Vault. These young freshman running backs, Eric, they're going to be good.
When you were a head coach, did you trust freshman running backs?
I did not. I gave them a small package and of plays, but talking to Coach Mick McCall, the offensive coordinator, he's giving them anything. It doesn't matter.
Looking for the quick hit. It's not there. Simeon's going to have to make something happen. And he just gives up. Lives to fight another day. Throws it out of bounds. It'll bring up 4th down and 3. This could be a situation where Northwestern chooses to go for it.
I did not like that play call. They've been playing man coverage, the Husky defense, every 3rd down play, and they tried to get a little bubble screen against man coverage, which is not a good play. That was more play call to me than the Husky defense.
Oh, this is actually a little bit of a surprise. They did not throw the ball out of bounds in time. He actually went out of bounds. And so the ball is going to be spotted further back. It would have been a 4th and 3 if he threw it away, but instead he stepped out of bounds.
The quarterback stepped out of bounds prior to throwing the pass. 4th down.
So instead of a 4th and 3, it's going to be a loss of 7, and it's 4th down at 10.
I don't think that'll hurt you with your punt. Gives you a little bit more room to punt. That's not going to hurt you right here.
Well, if you're dreaming about a fake, you're not doing it now.
Not now.
Punt bounds inside the 5, and it's down there. Did they keep it in? No, it'll be a touchback. The momentum of the Wildcat defender took the ball into the end zone.
Ruling on the field. It's a touchback. Timeout.
So a 44-yard punt is really just a net of 24. Missed opportunities marking the first half for Northwestern.
You smell the cheese in the air?
I do. I thought there was a lot of cheese on the Cheesy Pub chicken sandwich, but you clearly went all out here.
Well, 'tis the cheesin', my friend. If not now, then when? You know?
Well, maybe never, but...
In case I haven't already said it, cheesin's greetings.
You said it 3 times already, but thank you. I'll take it again, yes.
Okay, gotcha. Doesn't get cheddar than this.
Cheese it up with the Cheesy Pub chicken sandwich and save room for creamy cheesecake bites. This is how you Sonic.
The more you learn about your insurance, the more gaps you may find. Like how you thought you were covered for this, when you're really only covered for this. Talk to farmers and get smarter about your insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Meat sticks? Yep. No. Uh-huh. Ha. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Uh-huh. Snap into a party. Snap into a Slim Jim.
This Saturday just might be the best game of the year. The Michigan State Spartans put up their big defense as Marcus Mariota and the Ducks bring the shock and awesome. College football on Fox. Michigan State versus...
The Fantasy Sports Hall of Fame presents former accountant Derek Bradley. DraftKings one-day fantasy football took him from a guy with holes in his underpants to a guy with bikini models in them.
How do they do it?
DraftKings.com. They have one-day games, so you're not locked in. It's like a new season every time you play. And best of all, you could win a shipload of money.
Use promo code HALL to play and get free entry in the $5 million Week 1 kickoff bash, paying out over $5 million September 7th. Get to DraftKings.com.
You really want to be the 88th person out on the course in khakis? If not, then golfknickers.com has your look. With the world's greatest selection of golf knickers, Argyle socks, and sweaters. Golf Knickers.
Ever wonder what that old piece of Big Ten memorabilia was worth? Follow expert John Arcand as he hits the road traveling the country in search of the most exceptional Big Ten collectibles. It's the premiere of Big Ten Treasure Hunter, and it premieres September 16th right here on BTN. My man Chuck Long. We're going to challenge John Arcand. He's in the building today. We're going to show this. What could that possibly be worth?
I want to find out. I know my wife, I don't think my wife thinks it's worth any much. She told me to get it out of the house.
We're going to bring him in the booth, and we're actually going to talk about what some of that stuff that could be in your garage is worth. Could be worth a lot. You never know. John Arcand in the building. All right, we've got news. How about this? A new quarterback for Northern Illinois. Matt McIntosh. We were not told this was going to be a dual quarterback system. We thought that this was going to be him for 60 minutes unless something was going wrong. I guess a quarter of those points is something going wrong. So Anthony Maddie into the game at quarterback for NIU. Let's go to Dave Revson for a studio update.
as he delivered the football.
Eric, Minnesota is rolling against Middle Tennessee. Mitch Leidner to Max Williams, 21-0 in favor of the Gophers in Minneapolis.
Thanks, Dave. Yeah, Max Williams, he's got a chance to be special. Quick hitter on first down and 10. It's going to be a gain of 3. So the offense moving okay. Catch by Tommy Lee Lewis on the watch of Anthony Matty.
Well, McIntosh took some shots early in the game. He was taking some hits. He might have been shaken up a little bit. Give him a little breather. But they will use another quarterback, maybe even Drew Hare, their third quarterback.
Matty, the transfer from Western Michigan, escapes contained. And he makes something out of nothing. That was Gibson who had him dead to rights. But Matty able to gain 4 yards out to the 40-yard line.
Tackle by Trying to bootleg with a flood route to the wide side of the field, but Northwestern's defense was all over it. Knew it was coming. Had some pressure and had nowhere to go. Did a nice job of avoiding one tackle and just get some gain out of it. Nice play by Matty.
Huskies have only converted 1 third down. Make that 2 third downs. Matty, real nice run. Zigzags across the 50-yard line before Kyle Cairo makes the stop. Gain of 11.
They do everything off the fly sweep series, which is the reverse. Off the reverse. He faked it. Had a little counter play inside. Nice gain for a first down.
And off to Akeem Daniels, who moves the pile forward for a while. Out to the 45-yard line before Dean Lowry stops him.
There's so much motion and shifting by the Husky offense. You have to have good eye discipline on defense. Don't watch those guys in the backfield. Watch the linemen up front. The lineman will take it to the play. Takes great eye discipline, especially from the linebackers and secondary.
Lewis in motion. They fake it to him. And they give it to the big fella, Guanyo. Close to the first down marker. A pickup of 5.
They are finding a soft spot in that Northwestern defense right up the middle.
Third down and 1. And again, power football results in a first down for the Huskies.
And they are going fast right now, Eric. Again, they had 109 plays last week.
That was against Presbyterian.
They won 100 every week. They're going to try to get 100 today. And they're going fast enough to do that.
Northwestern rotating defensive linemen in and out of the game virtually every snap. Anthony Matty is creating a nice drive, but now an issue.
Offense number 67. 5-yard penalty remains. First down.
That's on Tyler Pitt. Different quarterbacks, different cadences a lot of times, right?
Yep, different voice, different cadence. They went to a longer count there on 2 instead of 1. They've been going fast on 1, 1, 1. Then they went on 2. That usually happens in a jump or in an offsides.
First NIU penalty. And it happens with under 6 minutes to play here in our first half. Daniels across the 40. Remember Northwestern, they were really against their heels early in that game against Cal. Cal, a 19-play drive against the Northwestern defense a week ago.
Those, you never hear about those. Those are very rare, and they're on a nice drive right now.
Anthony Matty, design rollout. Has a man open, and it is caught. Another nice play. Argyros Turner, his first catch. That's a big gainer inside the 15.
Just a little corner route by the inside receiver. They pin down the outside cornerback with the wide receiver on a hitch route to get that nice space on the sideline. Easy throw and catch.
Quarterback keeper, and Matty stoned.
Anthony Matty, the ball carrier.
Anthony Matty, like a lot of these NIU Huskies, he is from the Chicagoland area. He's from Plainfield. Began his college experience over in Kalamazoo, Michigan, for the Broncos of Western Michigan. The redshirt sophomore, 6'1", 201 pounds.
The Husky offense right now is throwing everything at Northwestern in terms of formations.
Quick curl, and it's dropped by Turner. Had a big play a moment ago, and this time had it and dropped it.
Maddie, just a little out route to the third receiver inside. There's your typical. They looked up the field first before catching the football. Catch it first, then look up the field. Man coverage for Northwestern.
Quarterback, keeper, and Maddie nowhere close to the marker. Kyle Cairo came up from one of the safety spots along with Xavier Washington. And it'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit.
In a scoreless game, not a bad call. Don't make a big mistake down there. Get your 3 points. You already have 3. You have a new quarterback in there you don't want to make a mistake with. Good job by the Husky offense.
Tyler Weedle, 2 for 3 a week ago. 25-yarder. And that is no good. Just wide right, and we're still scoreless. Missed opportunities for both sides. We have played close to 22 minutes, and we still have no score in Evanston.
Local agent at AutoOwners.com.
Now, you can travel the country, and there aren't many universities that are prettier than Northwestern. There's gardens, English Garden, Shakespeare's Garden, there's lagoons, and of course it's all next to a beach in Lake Michigan.
And right in your backyard.
First down and 10 for Northwestern. Simple handoff up the middle to try and get a couple of yards, and 1 yard is picked up. Trayvon Green. We've seen a whole bunch of Trayvon Green, Justin Jackson, and Solomon Vault. Really no rhyme or reason as to who's in there. 3 different tailbacks have seen a lot of time.
And Mick McCall, the offensive coordinator, he says we'll have the whole playbook with all of them.
Simeon, pass is too high. Looking for Jamie Taylor. Once again, if you're just joining us, no Mike McHugh. No Tony Jones, 2 receivers who are normally in the mix for Northwestern, both out with injuries.
You got to make that throw. He did not have the grip of the football with those little bubble screens. Sometimes you don't get the laces of the football, so your grip's not as good. That's why it was the overthrow.
5 receivers set for the Wildcats.
Man coverage on the outside again for the Husky defense.
4-man rush, and they get to Simeon. He gets his pass off, and it's a completion down the sideline. Vitale. Simeon just enough time for the big gainer.
There's your versatile super back, Vitale. He is their go-to guy. Had pressure in his face. That's great concentration on Simeon's part to make that corner throw against man coverage to the wide field with somebody right in his face hitting him. Good toughness there.
First catch of the afternoon for the junior from Wheaton. And I go to him again. This time, did he have it long enough? They're going to say it's an incompletion. Marlon Moore separated Vitale from the football.
There's those drops that are starting to creep in a little bit from last week. They had too many last week. Squeeze the ball. After you catch it, you know you're going to get hit, especially Vitale. He's not that fast anyway.
You know, they called that a catch and a fumble. So back-to-back catches for Vitale, but because of the fumble, he loses a lot of what he had gained. 2nd down and 9. On the right side, Jackson. Nothing there. That's a real speedy defense for NIU.
Well, they have great linebackers, and you saw it there how fast they are. Tried to get to the outside again on the perimeter. Just wasn't going to go against that Husky defense.
Don't forget, stay tuned. Buffalo Wild Wings halftime report coming your way. Dave, Jerry, and Howard will be along from our Chicago studio. All the scores and highlights from around the conference. Busy day in the Big Ten. Only Indiana with a bye here in week 2 of the season.
A lot of 3rd and longs for the Northwestern's offense now. It's not where they want to be.
Simeon's pass is complete. He got it to Jackson, who paid the price, but has the 1st down.
I love the poise and confidence of Jackson right now. They have him all over the field. He's only a freshman. Playing in the big time, taking some hits. Good job by Simeon going to his alternate receiver down low for the first down. Nobody was open down the field.
Vault now in at tailback. Under 2 minutes to play, first half. Tons of time for Simeon. Wants to run. Has the first down and out of bounds. There is a flag down where holding is usually called.
And he had Vault streaking down the middle of the field for a touchdown and just missed him.
Holding. Offense, number 75. 10-yard penalty, repeat. First down.
Yeah, that's how Simeon got to the edge. Jack Konopka is going to cost Northwestern some yards. That's going to be a 22-yard loss when you actually think about what would have been the gain and now the penalty.
Yeah, he's trying to scramble out of the pocket here. Gotta let him go, and that's hard for linemen because they're engaged with their hands inside. The quarterback breaks the pocket, and they're still holding on to him. Hard for an offensive lineman.
Northwestern has 2 timeouts to work with. And that ball is dropped. Case of the dropsies there for the redshirt freshman Jamie Taylor.
That was a nice throw by Simeon. You couldn't put it any better than that. Just a simple curl route to get some of that yardage back. They got to come up with the catch.
Northwestern's coaching staff said they counted 21 mistakes, either drops, poor timing, bad routes in the passing game a week ago against the Cal Bears.
And that is their bread and butter. I mean, passing game for Northwestern is what they do. They have to be proficient in that to be successful.
Drops and penalties have been an issue on this drive. 2nd and 10, trying to set up a screen. It's complete, and Vault is tackled at about the 45. Clock continues to move.
Screens are always good on long yardage situations, and that was a good call. Just nice coverage by the Husky defense, rallying to that. Northwestern looked like they couldn't get all their linemen out on that screen pass. They got tied up inside, so they didn't have enough blockers.
Line to get about the 31. Wildcats, understandably, in no hurry.
First charge, timeout of the half. Northern Illinois, 30 seconds in length.
So NIU trying to keep some time on the clock, and well, real cool day for Dave Ennett. 25 consecutive years he has been the radio voice of Northwestern, both football and men's basketball, and the broadcast booth named for Dave Ennett. Just a classy, good Chicago guy who, if you cut open a vein, purple would come streaking out. No doubt about that. He is just a wonderful gentleman and an even better broadcaster. Take it back. He's a wonderful broadcaster and an even better guy.
There you go.
He's a good guy. And do you think he gets excited about Northwestern football? This was his call on that drop a moment ago.
Go deep, and he heaves it deep. Going for Schuler, and he can't hang on inside the 5-yard line. Looked like it was a pretty good throw. As he went to make the over-the-shoulder catch, it looked like the ball just went through his hands.
Dave, it was a He has seen some great times over the years. He's been through a lot, good and bad, here at Northwestern. Here's the 3rd down and 16 play for the Wildcats.
8-man drop here, 3-man rush. You have to be careful about throwing the ball deep.
And miscommunication. So Northwestern will have to punt the football away on 4th down and 16.
Looked like quarterback and receiver were not on the same page there. Wasn't sure if it looked like the receiver did not run the right route.
If you got a 5th-year senior quarterback and a true freshman receiver, Vault, going out for the pass, you got to assume it was the true freshman who made the mistake and not the senior. Chris Gradone has been busier than he would have liked here in this first half. His punt bounces inside the 5 and hits the end line. It'll be a touchback. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll have NIU on offense in a moment.
away.
So glad to have you along here on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon from Ryan Field in Evanston, Illinois. Alongside my partner, Chuck Long, former great Iowa Hawkeye. I'm Eric Collins, Lisa Byington down on the sidelines. 32 seconds remaining here in our first half. Anthony Maddie remains in the game, second series as the quarterback for Northern Illinois. Hand off to Akeem Daniels. And the clock is just going to move. NIU is not playing for the home run. They're just trying to get to that locker room. And this is really unique. They've scored in the first half in 30 straight games, but doesn't look like they're going to score here.
No, they're not really built for the home. They're not a home run offense. They're more methodical, triple option looks, a lot of run game. Taking it at halftime.
This is the first time in 3 years that a Big Ten team has played a game that was scoreless through the first 30 minutes of play. Wow. 0-0 is our score from Evanston. Stay tuned for the Buffalo Wild Wings halftime report. Dave, Jerry, and Howard are coming up next.
Big Ten Conference.
The Buffalo Wild Wings halftime report. It is scoreless in Evanston. Trevor Siemian and the Wildcats taking on NIU. This is the best scoring opportunity for either team as Siemian puts it right in the breadbasket for Miles Schuler, who said go right through his hands. And yeah, that really the only significant opportunity Northwestern had. Northern Illinois missed field goal. It is scoreless at the half between the Wildcats and the Huskies. Dave Revson, Jerry DiNardo, Howard Griffith. Your thoughts on what we've seen here in the first 30 minutes?
Well, it starts with Northwestern's defense. I mean, this is a good Northern Illinois offense, and Northwestern's defense has done a good job. But how would you think about the second half? Schuler dropped that pass that we just saw in the highlights. Trevor Siemian was 13 for 22 for 123 yards. Northwestern's balanced run and pass. I'm not sure that's the way to win the game. I think they come out and they throw it all over the lot. They need some explosion. They're not going to match drive to drive with Northern Illinois if Northern Illinois gets their run game going.
Right, and one of the things we've seen, they've gone 5 receivers, 5 wide. So now you'd believe that that's where they're going to continue to stay and try to throw the ball and hope that they can come up with some easy completions that can be converted into big plays.
And Simeon hasn't been great, but they can find some routes, and they've got some receivers. I just don't see them marching the ball down, having a balanced attack.
Again, give some credit to the defense, and you said, I mean, Northern Illinois has been one of the most potent offenses in the country. They've scored at least 30 points in 24 of their last 29 games. Only Florida State has had more 30-point games in that span. So to shut them out is an accomplishment, but again, nothing to show for it for the Wildcats, and we are scoreless at the half. Check out some of the other action going on in the Big Ten. Minnesota and Middle Tennessee. Early in the second quarter, a 7-0 lead for the Gophers already, and Jalen Myrick picking off Austin Grammer, and he takes it back for the easy TD. 14-0 in favor of the Gophers. And then it's deja vu all over again as Grammer throws another pick. And that sets up on the very next play, Mitch Leidner to Max Williams. Nicely done. 28-0 in favor of the Gophers. They are late in the first half at TCF Bank. Maryland and South Florida. Late in the first quarter in a 7-7 tie, C.J. Brown to Marcus Leak. 44 yards, his second TD of the game. Terps go on top 14-7. And Stephen Bench, the Penn State transfer in the game for South Florida after their starting quarterback went down, and Bench, 15-yard run for the touchdown, diving for the pylon. South Florida ties it at 14. That's where it stands right now. They are also approaching halftime. Ball State and Iowa early in the second. Jonathan Parker, Blake Dewitt scoops and scores for Ball State, and adding injury to insult, Brandon Scherf, the great All-American left tackle, hobbled off on that play. Now he would return to the game in the second quarter. Jake Rudock here to Jordan Canzeri, showing off some of his great speed. 50-yard gain would set up a field goal, but Iowa down 7-3 at the half to a pretty good MAC team in Ball State. Pretty good MAC team in Evanston as well. It is scoreless between Northern Illinois and Northwestern. We'll get you ready for the later games, including a few big showdowns coming up next.
September 16th. Should be a lot of fun. All right, getting ready for our second half to get underway. Let's set it down field side with Lisa Byington.
Eric, Pat Fitzgerald didn't find many treasures there in that first half. And on an injury front, Travion Henry, the starting safety, is out with an upper body injury, so his day is done. And then when I talked to Coach Fitzgerald just about the offense and the defense here in the first half, he said it was mostly due to self-inflicted wounds why they struggled here on offense. On defense, he still is concerned about how their linebackers are recognizing the movement. He thinks that they're watching some of the wrong things. In his words, hey guys, if they're showing you nonsense, don't bite. It probably is nonsense. And maybe speaking of nonsense, you know, I kind of look for my own treasure hunting. How much is this worth, guys?
I love it. Well, you got to get it signed first, Lisa. If it's signed, even if it's only $2, it's now worth $22.
Here's the deal, guys. So Chuck lost out on the Heisman by 45 votes, I think, to Bo Jackson. I called Bo Jackson, and he said that in honor of that, he would pay 45 cents for this thing.
Oh, we'll let you keep it, Lisa. You can have it. Souvenir.
That's cool. All right. It's going to be NIU starting with the football. Jack Mitchell, first time we've seen him on the field. Baseball player for Northwestern, kicks it off, and he's got a bomb of a leg. My goodness. Kicks it through the back of the end zone. The show is Big Ten Treasure Hunter. Big Ten Treasure Hunter. You just saw John Arcan. This guy knows a thing or two. It premieres September 16th. That's a Tuesday. And he kind of goes around and finds cool things and decides how much it's actually worth.
I just earned $60 today, you know, with my little toy with figurines. So that's gas money. That's gas money getting back.
All broken. Okay, this is interesting. There is a new quarterback, the third different quarterback today for Northern Illinois. It's Drew Hare. He hands off to Akeem Daniels. What's the situation? 3 different quarterbacks now.
Well, they said they may play all 3, and Drew Hare was actually the leading total offense leader last week versus Presbyterian.
Now, we haven't been told anything about an injury to either Matt McIntosh or Anthony Maddie. I think this is just all strictly performance-related, trying to get a spark for the Huskies. Cameron Stingley, they fake to him, and the pass over the middle is complete. Big gainer, Deron Brown. That was Nick Van Hoos, who saved the touchdown. 24 yards on the gain.
Nice play-action pass play right off the run game with a quick post. Been waiting all game for that play.
This time they do give it to Stingley. And the big back gains a yard, maybe 2. Chichi Araguzzo on the tackle. Here's our Quicken Loans quarterback comparison. We're going to talk about Anthony Madden, actually, for Maddie, NIU's quarterback. He was the second quarterback that we saw today.
Well, Maddie provided a spark for them, but again, they want to try all 3 quarterbacks. It was 0-0 at halftime. They said might as well, and maybe that was obviously their plan all the way. And then I think in Simeon's case, he needs to get some guys catching the ball.
Daniels has it, full head of steam down to the 35. Ibrahim Campbell, the tackle, along with Kyle Cairo, but 13 more yards.
They've been hitting the soft spot of that Northwestern defense.
For an injured defensive player.
Greg Kuhar having a hard time getting off the field. He's going to be replaced. Sophomore from the Cleveland area is replaced now. While we have a moment, let's go down to Lisa Byington. Lisa.
Eric, I did talk to Northern Illinois head coach Rod Carey. He confirmed for me that Matt McIntosh is not injured. We could see him here in the second half. The plan for Anthony Maddie, he said, was to give him a series in the first half, and then they were going to kind of reevaluate how successful all their quarterbacks were at halftime.
Thank you so much, Lisa. It's interesting. You just try and find a guy after the last 2 years, just unbridled success with Jordan Lynch, and before that, Chandler Harnish, who's an NFL quarterback. Now trying to find a successor. 2nd down and 12. Daniels. Here comes a flag down, a couple of them. And we'll have to sort this out.
They're getting more yardage up the middle rather than to the outside right now on that Northwestern defense.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense, number 94. 15-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
You saw his head get yanked back. Go way up here. Easy call there.
Northwestern had no accepted penalties in their first game against Cal That's now penalty number 5. They get Dean Lowry for the grab of the face mask.
It's unlike them. As you said, Eric, nothing last week. All of a sudden, we're getting quite a few.
Pass is incomplete. And penalty flags come down in the secondary in the area of Nick Van Hoos.
That was a pass interference. He hit him before the ball got there. Easy call. Here it is up at the top here. Just a little post route. Van Hoos actually.
Pass interference. Defense, number 23. The ball be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
Van Hoos actually had good technique on that play. He just did it too early. Made contact too early.
6 accepted penalties against Northwestern. Jumbo package comes in. Rob Sterling and Cameron Stingley in the backfield.
The previous play is under further review.
So a conversation now.
Well, I like what here's a play right here. This is a quick post route, easy post route.
Oh, they're seeing if the ball was tipped.
Yes.
They're seeing if the ball was tipped. Remember, if the ball is tipped before the ball gets to receiver, it's null and void. You cannot have pass interference when the ball is tipped.
Yep. So you can't. Looks like Campbell got his.
Number 24, Ibrahim Campbell. If he got a finger on that football, you take the pass interference away. Does 24 touch it? And the ball sure does ducktail after. Is that a bad throw, Chuck, or is that tipped?
It looked like a bad throw.
Well, the ruling on the field was pass interference and that the ball was not tipped. So you need indisputable video evidence to say that the ball was indeed tipped by the Northwestern defender.
You see a bad spiral there because of the play action fake, the quick hitting play action fake. You probably didn't have a grip on the ball and it came out bad. If it's not tipped, that's why. Just a bad spiral on the football. Didn't have enough time to grip it after that play fake.
Does number 24 touch the football?
Here's your best angle right here. Oh, it looks like he did. He did. Hit his hand. Hit his last finger there. That is a tip ball.
Don Willard, today's referee.
After further review, the pass was tipped by a defender. Therefore, there is no defensive pass interference. The result of the play is an incomplete pass. It'll be second down at the 18-yard line.
Good call. See his hand right there. Perfect. Perfect replay there. Nice.
I'm going to give a lot of credit right now to Pat Fitzgerald.
Right.
It was Pat Fitzgerald who got the attention of the officials and said, I think that ball was tipped. I think we need to look a little bit longer at it. And that saved a ball inside the 5-yard line. Instead, the ball now located at the 18. Second down and 10. Hare wants to throw. In trouble. He goes down. Colin Ellis wraps him up along with Dean Lowry.
Best pressure Northwestern's had all game. Colin Ellis now moved from outside linebacker to inside linebacker and has done really well at the inside linebacker position in both games.
Huge play for both sides.
Good blitz call by Mike Hankwitz.
Quick little pitch out. They get it to Daniels, who's tossed out of bounds by Araguzzo.
That was a great sideline play by Araguzzo. I thought he didn't have the angle at all, and that was going to go in for 6. You saw the speed of Araguzzo on that one to track him down.
Araguzzo a little bit gimpy right now as he stays on the field. This will be a 32-yard field goal attempt for Tyler Weedle. Weedle missed from inside this back in the first half. And Weedle this time gets it to hook inside the uprights. We finally have a score here at Ryan Field.
Timeout.
So, Northern Illinois on the board. They get 3, but they wanted 7. A huge play. That tip by Ibrahim Campbell saved the pass interference against Northwestern.
Glycogen seeds, this is just the beginning.
Special moment here at Ryan Field. Sergeant Jason Smith being honored. Very special day here. It is Heroes Day here on the North Shore. Military members, all first responders, police officers, firefighters, all being honored. And a special hand for Sergeant Jason Smith as he was at the 50-yard line just a moment ago. Heroes Day, they do it once a year here at Ryan Field. That's why they have the red, white, and blue N logo, middle of the field, and on the helmets as well for the Northwestern Wildcats.
What an awesome tribute.
Well, we finally have a score. 4 quarterbacks into this one, and we finally have a 3-0 lead. Short kickoff. And here comes Miles Schuler. Schuler had a big drop of what would have been a touchdown pass in the first half. Trying to add some excitement to this game. Gains 18 yards. And Northwestern will have their first drive of the second half. Today's United States Marine Corps leader of the game, the 5th-year senior for Northwestern, Brandon Vittabile. He is from Edison, New Jersey. He is an economics major, has 1 class remaining. It's money and banking. 3.54 is the GPA. We had a chance to meet with him yesterday, and he is just a joy to be around.
And his 40th start.
Says he's more of a pitcher than a thrower nowadays. He understands the game more than just knocking guys' blocks off. 4 years ago when he was the young pup on that line, now he is a craftsman.
He's directing everybody now. He used to just direct himself. Now he directs everybody on the line.
Trevor Siemian victimized by a couple of drops in that first half. This time his pass is caught short of the first down marker. That's a short gain for Cameron Dickerson. Pickup of 5 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Just a little hitch route to the outside. Like the patience of Siemian now. It's only 3-0. Plenty of game left. Play within yourself. Don't do anything fancy. Got the ball on the outside. 3rd and manageable situation. Look for the man coverage by Northern Illinois right now. Here comes the blitz.
Pass is complete. They get it to the big man, Kyle Prater, who barrels forward for the first down.
Northern Illinois likes to use a field blitz, meaning a blitz coming to the wide side of the field. Northwestern did a nice job of picking up, and Siemian stayed in that pocket and delivered a strike over the ball. Whenever you have a zone blitz like that to the field, the middle of the field is usually wide open, and Siemian found it.
Trying to get the receiver out in space. It's Jamie Taylor. Jamie Taylor's got a nice future. He's able to give Dan Vitale a little bit of a blow. Just a redshirt freshman out of the Houston area.
Listen, just your bubble, as you mentioned, Eric, trying to give Vitale a breather here. They're really high on Taylor. Just a little bubble screen. Nice block on the outside to spring that for a nice gain.
2nd down and 5. Austin Carr, the receiver, in motion now. Tight formation. And the give goes to Green, and he is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Boomer Mays again. Loss of 4.
I don't like when Northwestern gets in these tight sets to try to run the football. I don't think that's their bread and butter. I think they need to spread teams out to be able to run the ball. They're trying to create a physicality at the line of scrimmage right now. It's just not their bread and butter, and Northern Illinois has a good front 7, especially their linebacker position.
Now this is what Northwestern does do a lot of. 5 receiver set. Siemian out of the shotgun. 3rd down and 9. Play clock is down to 5. 4-man rush, and they get to Siemian. Jason Meehan combines with Liddell Fleming for the sack, and Northwestern's offense will leave the field.
I put that one on the offensive line. That's the one rare sack they gave up quickly against only a 4-man rush. And Simi had nowhere to go. Good coverage down the field. He had nowhere to go. He had no choice but to eat the ball there and take the sack.
Wildcats retreating last 2 plays. Negative 11 yards. Chris Gradone. He's been busy. No pressure. End over end kick. Bounces in front of Chad Beebe. And it'll be downed at the 24-yard line. Timeout on the field. NIU back on offense when we return to Evanston.
The more you learn about your insurance, the more gaps you may find.
Like how you thought you were covered for this, when you're really only covered for this. Talk to Farmers and get smarter about your insurance.
We are Farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Ever dream of never-ending pizza? Cece's has endless pizza for just $5.55 all September long. Looks like dreams do come true. Cece's Endless Pizza Buffet is $5.55 all day, every day in September. That's right. We're talking never-ending pizza, salad, pasta, and dessert for just $5.55. Cece's Endless Pizza, endless value.
We show up early and we stay late.
Game day first is first on Sundays, baby.
And game day morning has exclusive interviews.
Game day live and game day highlights cover all the games and fantasy stats. Whoa!
Game day final goes late with all the post-game press conferences.
Fumble!
Guys, who's got a request? Come on.
NFL Game Day returns tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network.
The State Farm postgame show immediately after the game, only on BTN.
Welcome back, everyone. We talked earlier in the game, the Napa know-how keys to victory. Chuck Long, you talked about passing game improvements. Your thoughts so far?
I think there's too many drops again today, Eric. I think there's more miscues again. You saw the sack, which would be a passing game miscue as well. I still think they're not there in their passing game yet.
Drew Hare remains in the game, and he wants a bunch. His pass knocked away. Great defense by Matthew Harris.
Fantastic play by Harris because he was beat over the top, and he just stretched out, got that ball out because that was a post route for a touchdown.
Sophomore from LaGrange, Illinois, coming of age. Started at the tail end of last year, and this year he is a fixture in one of the corners. Look at Stingley go! The big man rumbles out to midfield. Finally has his legs cut out by Kyle Cairo, but 23 yards.
After a long pass play, the defensive backfield they were not set for Northwestern, and they went right to an outside zone play with good blocking on the outside. Made it happen. Receivers made it happen. Look at them all stay with their blocks. The spring Stingley.
Quick hitter getting it out to Lewis. Bobbled it for a moment, but still had the quickness to pick up a good gain. Probably about 6 yards for Tommy Lee Lewis. Pat Fitzgerald saying during our meeting, this guy is Waldo. Defensively, we need to know where this guy is at all times.
Number 55.
He makes their offense go for NIU.
First down.
That play's going to go back.
It's going to go back, but you have to find Waldo. You know, the cartoon book I used to read to my kids, but you have to find him first. He sets the formation, and then defensively you set on him.
Penalties have been a big story this afternoon. And what had been a 6-yard gain is going to send NIU backwards. Still first down. And this is going to be a quarterback run. Hare, just like McIntosh and Maddie, good with his feet, picks up 5. All right, we talked about the offense. Defense, snap and know-how keys to victory. You say get off the field. How's the Wildcats been doing?
They've done that, and they've limited the ball, the Husky offense to only 32 plays in the first half. So they're way ahead of the game on defense. I think they've done a nice job.
Little throwback screen, and it fools no one. Good defense played by the Wildcats. That one blown up by the end. Deontay Gibson.
Just a little play-action screen out the back door. Played very well by Northwestern's defense, getting them in the long yards right now. Defense is playing very well today.
Greg Kuhar got the pressure. Good to see him back in the game. And now a flag is thrown.
Illegal substitution. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Wasn't that long ago that NIU was close to the 50-yard line. They're in full-on retreat.
Going backwards. Now you have 3rd and forever, as they say. You have 12 guys on the field.
So 3rd down and 26. Gibson's got his man. Deontay Gibson, what a series.
They love Gibson off the edge. They think he's one of the best edge rushers they've had. Ooh, that ball comes out. And he falls on it. Good job by Hare there, falling on the ball. That was a great speed rush, and Gibson did exactly what you do. Strip that ball from behind. Quarterback's got to tuck it. They feel that.
Maybe the first time all season, only time all season. See 4th and 37. Pressure's on. And the Huskies get it away. And Northwestern will start on the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt. No return. Drew Hare and the Northern Illinois offense frustrated right now.
T-Mobile's network has more data capacity than Verizon or AT&T. It's a network designed differently. A network designed...
Welcome back, everyone. That is the famous arch, which welcomes students to Northwestern University, corner of Sheridan and Chicago Avenue. Not a lot of students on campus just yet. Class doesn't start for 2 weeks. Later tonight, the final drive brings you all the highlights from this game and the entire day in the Big Ten. The final drive tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central on BTN. Every conference team in action with the exception of Indiana today. Chuck Long and Lisa Byington. I'm Eric Collins. 1st down and 10. Pass complete. Simeon finds Miles Schuler, who gets across the 40.
Northwestern has field position right now, Eric. They need to take advantage. You have the shorter field now. They haven't had it all day or most of the day. Need to take advantage here. Try to get him with a little bubble screen. Husky defense all over it. Inside out with their linebackers on pursuit.
Because of the penalties and the sack, Northwestern starting out in good field position and taking advantage. Kyle Prater. He's had a nice afternoon.
Best throw that Simeon's had all day, in my opinion. Stood in there tall, was on time. He and Prater are a nice combination right now, getting a good feel of each other. Just a little bit of slant route for a nice gain in plus territory.
Simeon's pass, another dart. Goes to the other side of the field to Dickerson.
It's all been inside throwing against this Husky defense. It's been successful for the Wildcats. And Simeon's finding those little seams and creases on the inside against his own defense of Northern Illinois.
Simeon again with time. His pass caught. Touchdown, Prater.
There's that combination, Simeon to Prater, all day long. Again, right down the middle of the field. The Husky defense has been so good with man coverage. They played zone on all three of those big plays. And Simeon and Prater made him pay with a nice post route right down the middle, over the linebackers underneath the two deep safeties.
A couple of fifth-year seniors saying they've had enough. What a drive for Northwestern. Best starting field position of the day, and they cash in quickly. It is a 7-3 lead for the Wildcats. Trevor Simeon starting to heat up.
All right, you see too much space in between the backside corner at the top of the screen, the safety down here on the hash, the bottom of the screen. There's too much space in between them. Nice middle of the field, open for Prater to find it. Simeon found him. Big touchdown in the game.
A couple of big throws. Simeon to Prater. Also a nice play by Dickerson mixed in. Trevor Simeon, how about this? Here in the second half, 7 throws, 7 completions. At winning time, fifth-year senior stepping up.
That was the best series of throwing I think Trevor Simeon's had for the year. That series right there, and it paid off with a nice touchdown drive.
Jack Mitchell will kick it off. This one will not go through the back of the end zone. Makes it 2 yards deep. Paris Logan, full head of steam. Logan hurdles his own man. The ball's loose, and Northwestern has it. Now the Huskies saying they may have it. And it is indeed Husky ball. Oh, they dodged a bullet. There was purple all over that loose football.
How did they get that ball back? Sometimes at the bottom of the pile, you can wrestle it back before the referees know. That was a big-time hit on the football, which it came out. And Northwestern had a chance to get on it. And somehow the Huskies came up with it.
Wanyo with the carry. And he picks up 4 yards on first down. Now, Northern Illinois, their last drive, it was promising until a string of penalties and sacks just derailed things. Let's see if they can get that momentum back.
They've been driving. They went up the gut there with a run, which they've had the most success.
Wanyo has his legs taken out. Good defense. Anthony Walker getting playing time. Redshirt freshman out of Miami who's got a chance to be really good.
That was just a miscue up front on the Husky offensive line. Somebody misblocked up front. It's allowed easy penetration by Northwestern.
There's some young talent here in Evanston. On the defensive side of the ball, I've seen some speed and playmaking. Third down and 6. Pass is caught. Veteran Deron Brown. He's a Chicago guy from Morgan Park High School. He needed 4, needed 6, he got 10.
Hare just threw that one through a bullet. Out route, gets one-on-one coverage on the outside, and that was a great throw.
Another quick pitch and catch, and this time just a short gain. Breskeson is tackled after a gain of 4.
Northwestern is packing the safeties in the box, which is allowing one-on-one coverage on the outside, and Northern Illinois is getting to it.
Drew Hare, the 3rd quarterback we've seen for the Huskies this afternoon. He's trying to find a hot hand. Wraparound handoff. Daniels switches fields. It fools no one. Jimmy Hall, just a gain of 1.
You have to be careful about going sideways too much as a running back. Nice job. There's nothing out front. Caught himself. Got the hand on the ground. Kept his knee off the ground. He needs to go more north and south there. Try not to go sideways too much. These linebackers for Northwestern will track you down.
3rd down and 5. Design quarterback run, and Hare's going to be stopped short. Colin Ellis doing what middle linebackers are supposed to do, staying at home.
And Ellis, again, he moved from that outside linebacker position to that middle linebacker position. Not an easy move to make, and is doing well with it.
Flag down. Uh-oh. Northwestern not doing themselves any favors.
That's a killer right there. Had momentum.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense number 27. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic. First down.
They call it on Matthew Harris. Third personal foul on Northwestern. Not just regular penalties, but personal fouls. There have been 3 of them on the Wildcats. That'll just tear your guts out of Pat Fitzgerald. Here's Buonio. Barrels forward for 2.
Had all the momentum there in Northwestern's favor, then a bad penalty like that.
3 personal fouls. Remember the drop touchdown by Miles Schuler? There's been some real mistakes that could have been avoided. Hare wants to throw. Post route. Well over the head of the intended receiver. Nice defense play by Nick Van Hoos.
They've been trying to get to this play. I believe that was the 4th time already in this half. They obviously saw something in halftime, made that adjustment. Hey, we can try the post route. Hare needs to throw that ball more to his left, more to the middle of the field, so he can run under the football.
3rd down. They try and get outside with Daniels, and it fools Northwestern. It's going to depend on the spot, but I think he's got the first down.
That was a great job by Hare.
Oh, that was not a good spot. And it was not a very good spot if you're Northern Illinois. So it's 4th down and a yard.
That was a great job by Hare, just really riding that football all the way and then letting it go at the last minute to fool the Northwestern defense.
Cameron Stingley, the deep back. They give it to Stingley. He's got the first down and he's got the edge. The big man inside the 20. Matthew Harris jumps on his back, but a 17-yard pickup on 4th and 1.
Well, that was the one play all game that the Northwestern defense didn't stay in their gas. They did not stay in their gas. Jimmy Hall got sucked down in there too far. He needs to stay on the edge for that cutback run.
Another chance for Stingley. 230-pounder from Romeoville, Illinois. Gets a yard.
He is a big man to bring down. Always getting positive yards and punishing you at the same time.
Max Chapman, slow to get up.
Timeout on the field for an injured defensive player.
So we'll take a timeout. Back to Ryan Field in just a moment.
Hey, you got this party hopping. Plasma blender. What you powering all this with?
Max Chapman was able to get up on his own power and walk off to the Northwestern bench, so hopefully he is okay. Number 96 trying to tackle Stingley from behind. Chapman's been replaced by Afadio Denebo, number 7 on that defensive front wall for Northwestern. 2nd down and 9. Quick hitter, pass incomplete. Was it a forward pass? It was. So it'll be 3rd down and 9.
Not sure what Hare was trying to do there. Looked like that was going to be a run play, and he decided to throw it. Here's a miscue here.
They're lucky that wasn't a backward pass. 13th play of this drive upcoming. Hare, little slant pass complete. Touchdown! Duran Brown got in there.
What a drill shot by Hare. Really threw it in there hard and low away from the inside defender. Just a bullet off the play action fake. Perfectly thrown post route. Safety was on the other side of the field. Good execution between Hare and Duran Brown. Nice hands on the low throw.
82-yard drive, completing 3 third downs and a 4th down along the way. And Northern Illinois regains the lead. This is a team that's been battle-tested. They have won a ton of games in the last handful of years. They're not going anywhere. It is a 10-7 score here in Evanston.
Some say boots and find a retailer at justinworkboots.com.
The third quarterback to enter the game today for Northern Illinois has been the most effective. Drew Hare leading an 82-yard touchdown drive. And the Huskies on top of Pat Fitzgerald's Wildcats 10-7.
Looks like they put in Drew Hare because he throws the ball the best. They want to open up that passing game. They've gone down the field more with Drew Hare throwing the football with some post routes to open up their offense.
Northern Illinois has won 15 consecutive true road games. That is the longest streak in the football bowl subdivision. Here's the up back, Tim Hanrahan. And Hanrahan out across the 30. Hanrahan on the return. Tough running there for Hanrahan, a veteran in the backfield for Northwestern. 21 tough yards.
Both offenses are starting to loosen up a little bit here. Going into the fourth quarter soon and see if Northwestern can put another drive together. Simeon to Prater.
Justin Jackson, true freshman from Carroll Stream, went to Glenbard North, Chicagoland area. He's the tailback. He's got the football. And Jackson to the 34.
I like the toughness of Justin Jackson as a true freshman. We don't see that much out of a true freshman. They want to dance around. They want to get to the outside with his less defenders. He's sticking it right up the gut.
Second down and 8. Pass is complete, and Prater loses it out of bounds. It'll still be Wildcat football. Things are getting sloppy. Trevor Simeon slow to get to his feet.
There's that drop. He is getting pressure. He has been hit a lot. Look at the concentration.
Jason Meehan just obliterates him.
I like his eyes all the way on the target as he's going down to the ground there. That's nice toughness.
Third down and 5. This will be the final play of the third quarter. Simeon's pass is caught. Youngblood Airy. Does he have enough for the first down? It's going to depend upon the spot. It's right there at the marker. We have reached the end of the third quarter. 15 more minutes remain. This one nipped and tucked. It is a 10-7 lead for Northern Illinois.
You could win money for the future, so enter the Allstate It's Good sweepstakes.
And live, weeknights at 6 Eastern on BTN.
4 fingers in the air. Start of the fourth quarter. Northern Illinois on top of Northwestern 10-7. During that last timeout, we had a chance to look a little longer at that play by Youngblood Airy. Appears he's got the first down.
Youngblood Airy's got to keep going, though. He stops. Know where your down marker is, but forward progress got him there. But know where your down marker is and move forward. Don't stop.
Trevor Simeon was 9 for 9 passing in that third quarter. Fresh set of downs. First down and 10. Simeon senses the pressure. His pass incomplete. Solomon vaults out of the backfield.
That is a nice throw by Trevor Simeon, and he got hit again on a blitz by the Husky defense. Threw a nice ball. It could be a sun to shade ball there. It's also a young player there. Boy, he is getting hit now. Loving Trevor Simeon's toughness right now. He's taking a lot of hits so far in this game.
Second down pass, super back, Vitale. Oh, he gets tackled right around the neck. No flag. Rasheem Lemon with the tackle. Let's go to Dave Repson for a studio update.
Eric, David Cobb is having a huge game for Minnesota against Middle Tennessee. 48-yard touchdown run here, 185 yards on the ground for him. The Gophers on top, 35-17.
Thanks, Dave. Well, Minnesota, of course, Jerry Kill, their head coach. He was one of the coaches that had great success at Northern Illinois, along with Joe Novak, Dave Doran, and now Rod Carroll. Second down. Pass is incomplete. That was third down. I apologize. I misspoke. Looking for Kyle Prater, and it's incomplete. Fourth down. The punt team will have to come on.
Just a weak side one-on-one out route again. It looks like Kyle Prater slipped. He didn't have his legs underneath him on that comeback route. He couldn't stay up long enough to catch the football.
Chris Gradone to punt it away. Chad Beebe once again back deep. Beebe's dad, Don Beebe, former Buffalo Bill with elite speed. We'll get a chance to see his son Chad's speed right there as it's going to be down. It'll be NIU ball at the 17-yard line when we come back. 3:14 remaining, a huge story. Travion Henry hasn't played here in the second half. The starting safety for Northwestern. Not going to come back. You see he's got the pads off. He's been replaced by Kyle Cairo. The offense has come alive for the Huskies here in the second half. They've scored 10 points. Just had an 82-yard touchdown drive a moment ago.
That's a tough loss for the Northwestern defense. One of the leaders on that defense, a leading tackler, a big-time hitter.
First down and 10. Two tight ends in the game for the Huskies. Cameron Stingley, their big back, also into the game. And Stingley, not much there. Drew Smith stops him with Greg Kuhar. Gain of just one. You could call this the Cindy Crawford Bowl, Chuck Long. Cindy Crawford from DeKalb, Illinois. That's where Northern Illinois is based. She went to school for a little bit at Northwestern. She's got a rooting interest for both sides today. Second down and 9. And Hare dives across the 20.
I also have an interest there because I was recruited by both these schools back in the day.
Who was the head coach at NIU back then?
Bill Mallory.
Okay.
And Dennis Green for Northwestern.
Denny Green wanted you here. He's going to make you into a player. Instead, you go to Iowa, where you had wonderful success. Third down and 6. Not a lot of pressure. Hare is able to escape the pocket, and he's short of the first down marker. Greg Kuhar, again, very active up front.
Northern Illinois went to an empty set, which they are really not used to doing that. They're more of a two-back offense with a lot of shifting and motion. Went to an empty set. I don't think that's really conducive to what they do well. Hare did a nice job of just eating the ball. No one was open. Eating the ball.
This is still the regular defense on the field for Northwestern on a fourth down. They're worried there could be some shenanigans here. So don't expect a big return for the Wildcats. Ibrahim Campbell's back, but this isn't a normal return. He's just been told to stay away. And because of that, this is going to be a great punt. Weedle's going to get it down close to the 20-yard line, a 53-yard boot.
Here's the last scoring drive. Just really crisp throwing by Trevor Simeon. The best he's looked all day, and finding the soft spots in the middle of the defense instead of the outside. Of course, here's the touchdown throw with a nice catch by Prater. Best drive they've had probably all. of the defense instead of the outside. Of course, here's the touchdown throw with a nice catch by Prater. Best drive they've had probably all year.
Now, how about that? Our John Deere Gator game-changing performance. Trevor Siemian changing his game. Totally different thrower in the second half than what we saw in the first half. And playing well when his team needs him to play well, and they need a drive right now. First down. Nice catch. There is a flag down. Catch is made with the hands beautifully by Youngblood Hare. I think that's going to go against Northern Illinois, though, the penalty.
Defense, 10-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
Late delay. They were just looking for a uniform number and never found one. So the penalty will take the football out across the 30-yard line.
Siemian's really throwing the ball with accuracy now, Eric. He threw that ball behind the receiver, but he had to because that was good coverage. Even though he didn't hold him, he threw that ball behind him a little bit so his receiver can make the catch. That was good ball placement.
All right, Chuck Long, you were an elite thrower in your day. I'm seeing a lot of shadows on the field right now. Is that just from our perspective, or is that real that the players are having to deal with?
That is real, and especially when you get to the sunny side of the field and it's going that way, that might cause some problems.
Northwestern keeps it on the ground. This is Jackson, and Jackson across the 40 to the 45.
Inside zone, the staple of the Northwestern offense.
Great feet and vision. That's what the coaching staff says about Justin Jackson. And again, Jackson this time dropped at the line of scrimmage. Santa Catarina with the tackle.
Tried to bring it the same play, the inside zone, which got a big gain to play before. They brought the Huskies brought the safety down lower that time to stop it.
Just a four-man rush. It's complete. Coming out of the backfield making the grab is Jackson. Third down and short. What's the play call here, Chuck Long?
Well, you got to go with the run play here. But spread them out to do it.
There's your play you wanted. And it works. You run some games calling plays before.
Spread out and run the ball for Northwestern. That's the best way for them to run, instead of getting into a tight end set like they did earlier in the game.
Far left of your screen, Mick McCall, longtime offensive coordinator, now in his 7th year working for the Wildcats.
One of the better play callers in the country. Has a nice offense, gets the most out of his kids.
Siemian. Now he's down. Escaped the first two defenders, and then William Lee finishes him off. A loss of 9.
That was a long developing pass pattern with 4 verticals down the field with no outlet to throw the ball. He had good protection, but there's nowhere to throw it. He had no choice but to try to get out of it and just take the sack. But it was just too long of a developing play with no outlet underneath.
Northwestern in trouble. Second down and 19. Caught by Prater and dropped. Never caught it. He juggled it, couldn't secure it.
Having trouble with the drops again today has really cost him.
It's an interesting battle right there. You take a look at number 5 in white. Mayumi Olutu. This is a true freshman cornerback. A true freshman at 5'9", going up against Prater, a 5th-year senior, a guy who is an uber recruit who's 6'5", and Olutu is doing a real good job.
Did a nice job of stripping that ball when Prater thought he had it.
Siemian. Completes it. That's going to be a first down for Northwestern. Vitale gets all the 19 and adds on an extra 2.
Love what Vitale did there. He had a long pass route down the middle of the field. He saw his buddy Trevor Siemian in trouble, and he just broke his route off and came back to the football to help Siemian out. big play by a veteran receiver.
Northwestern in the outskirts of field goal range. Flags fly, a whole bunch of them. There's 3 flags down now in the Northwestern backfield.
Might be a hold.
Holding. Offense, number 75. 10-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Penalty's been a killer for Northwestern today. So good last week. Not good this week. Here's on the left side of your screen. Whenever a lineman puts the hand on the back of a defender, it didn't even look like a hold there, but whenever they have the hand on the back of a defender, it's going to be a hold every time. That's all they look for.
Jack Konopka called for the flag and immediately got taken off the field, replaced by Eric Olson. Those two split the position anyway, but Pat Fitzgerald not going to keep this going on for much longer. There's some frustration building. First down at 20. Simeon. Tackled by Meehan after a gain of 1.
Good coverage by the Husky defense. Good job by Trevor Simeon. If you're sitting in that pocket and you bounce more than twice in the pocket, you got to run the football as a quarterback. Your clock's run out, you got to go. Nice job of not taking a loss there.
Six penalties accepted for 70 yards against Northwestern. Simeon looking for help, finds it. Good catch made. That's Prater using that long catch radius to pick up the pass. It'll still be short of the first down marker, but a pickup of 13.
I like Simeon's confidence in Prater. Prater's dropped a couple of balls, and he still goes right back to him. Of course, he's on the scramble here. Nice job of coming back to his quarterback to help him out, breaking off his route to do so.
3rd down and 6. Intercepted and dropped. Perez Ford had 2 hands on it, but couldn't make the play. Now a decision for Northwestern. Oh, actually hit him in the face mask. It's a 4th down and 6, Chuck. It would be a longish field goal, about 46 yards, or do you go for it?
I think you go for it. I think you go for it. It's too long a field goal. It's really too short to punt the ball. You got to give it a shot.
And a timeout called by Northern Illinois.
First charge, timeout of the half. Northern Illinois. Full timeout.
So don't go anywhere. A 4th down and 6. A pivotal 4th down when we return.
The final drive tonight on BTN.
And we're going to continue to have some fun next week. It's a triple header Big Ten football next Saturday. It's Maryland and West Virginia. That's the first one, 12 Eastern time, followed by Miami, the Redhawks against Devin Gardner and the Michigan Wolverines. And then the nightcap, it is going to be Penn State and Rutgers. That's a conference game, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And this is going to be a situation where we're going to have Dave, Jerry, and Howard on location next week out in Rutgers.
You bet.
We're going to get a chance to see what it's all about with the Scarlet Knights. 4th down and 6 now. Northwestern's going to go for it.
Straight man coverage by the Husky defense across the board.
Simeon. There's a flag down. And Simeon spun down. He did not get anywhere close to the marker. Sean Folliard with the tackle right at the line of scrimmage. But we'll have to see about the penalty.
It's going to be a holding on Northwestern. Obviously a decline.
The ruling on the field is a fumble that went out of bounds. Holding, offense number 57. That penalty's declined. First down, Northern Illinois.
Holding right up the middle. Yep, there it is right there in the center of your screen.
They're calling on Matt Frazier. It is going to be Northern Illinois ball. Northwestern turns it over on downs. Northern Illinois, they have won their last 15 straight true road games. That's the longest such streak in the football bowl subdivision. Drew Hare, a flag comes down as he's tackled at the 46. Would be a gain of 19.
Illegal block in the back. Offense, number 11, 10-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Rod Carey saying that the defender just turned himself into the block.
Here you go on the right side of your screen here. There he is.
Yeah, number 11.
And he showed his hands, which you want to do that. Show the referee you're not blocking, but they caught him early.
First down and 19. Tommy Lee Lewis not fooling anyone. Campbell and Araguzzo combine on that stop. Gain of just a pair.
Now Northern Illinois would obviously like to eat some clock here. And they have a run offense to do it.
Took off that handoff to happen. Finally, Daniels has got the football, and he's got, wow, the football all the way out to the 50-yard line. A first down for NIU, 19 yards.
It's all about eye discipline on defense. Read your offensive line keys and not watch the backfield. And right now, it looks like Northwestern's defense is watching that backfield.
Another chance for Daniels. Daniels has now gone over 1,000 yards in his career as a rusher at Northern Illinois. There is a flag down after this play.
They are deep at running back, the Husky offense. You've seen it. They're all fresh right now.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense, 15-yard penalty, down counts. Second down.
So after 3 personal
Number
fouls
61
on Northwestern, now a personal foul on Northern Illinois. Aiden Conlon called for that infraction.
So your left side of your screen with Conley. Oh, he takes a shot to the punch to the face. You can't do that.
He's lucky he's still in the game.
Yeah, he is lucky. Have some poise. You have the lead right now. You do stupid things like that. Throws your whole game planning off, your play calling off, among other things.
Hare wants a bunch, throw it into the side. This is going to be a touchdown! Wow, what a play, Deron Brown!
That was a great throw, Eric. Best throw of the day. Beautiful touch and accuracy to the post route. Right over the safety of Northwestern. That is pretty. Right inside the hash is where you want to throw the post routes. Not outside the hash, but right inside the hash. That's where Hare put it.
Oh, extra point, hit his own man in the back. Ball is loose. And now it is dead. That could be important. Instead of a 10-point lead for Northern Illinois, it is now just a 9-point lead.
Timeout.
Hold wasn't so good, and Northern Illinois only gets 6 when they wanted 7. We'll take a timeout. Northern Illinois on defense trying to hold on to that lead when we return.
All the highlights and analysis from week 2, plus we get you ready for the big games tonight on the postgame.
Football with BTN is brought to you by State Farm. It pays to double check. Talk to your agent today.
Well, nerves are out here at Ryan Field. Northwestern in danger. They're down by 9 against Northern Illinois. They don't want to fall to 0-2 on the year. That was a heck of a throw by Hare to Brown, and they took advantage of the guy who's no longer on the field. Trevion Henry didn't play in the second half. There he is with the white hat. He's been replaced in the secondary, and it was that secondary that had a hard time on that pass play.
Well, it's Kyle Carroll, the new safety back there, did not get deep enough on that post throw. And just a great throw. You see why Drew Hare's in the game right now, because of his arm.
Schuler looking for a big return. Makes the first man miss and gets out to the 24. Okay, does anything change with the offense right now for Trevor Siemian? Down by 9, less than 7 minutes left.
Well, I think they're set up. They have a 2-minute drill anyway. They're set up. Here's the block extra point. Just a low kick. He never got the ball off the ground.
It's important to remember NIU's kicking games left 4 points on the field. They missed a 25-yard field goal, which should be a chip shot, and that missed extra point.
Nothing changes with Northwestern's offense. Just maybe a little less running is all. Just throw it. Throw a little bit more, but they're already set up in 2-minute drill and spread offense.
4-man rush, and they get to the quarterback. Jason Meehan, his second sack of the season, a loss of 8.
Well, the offensive line, that was looks like
that's Jeff Mogus.
Yeah, Mogus just didn't set deep enough and just ran right by him.
Siemian gets the pass off to Prater. Got the yards back and then some. It's going to be a first down to Prater. Very lax coverage for the Huskies. There is a flag down.
Holding. Offense.
Oh my
number
goodness.
53. Penalized half the distance to the goal line. Repeat. Second down.
Jeff Mogus again allows the sack and now the penalty.
The biggest thing for players and offensive linemen had a sack. He probably had that in his memory. You have to forget those things really fast to go on to the next play. There's the hold on the back of the jersey. He's probably thinking about that last sack. You got to move on quickly.
Those black gloves on that white jersey, you can't get away with much if you're Northwestern. No. That's pretty obvious. Eight penalties, 88 yards for the Wildcats. Just a 3-man rush, dumped down underneath, trying to make a man miss. Austin Carr, his first catch gets to the 17-yard line, maybe the 18. Gain of 9. This is still possible for Northwestern on this drive.
Need to pick it up a little bit more, but they're in long yardage. They're third and long. You have to be smart here and not make a mistake.
17. Third down pass. Knocked down beautifully. Albert Smalls, a true freshman corner from Miami, got a fist up at the last minute and knocks it away.
How about the true freshman today on both sides of the ball, both teams? Nice play by Smalls. That was a completion. That was a nice throw by Siemian. And Smalls just wrapped right underneath it and broke it off.
How do you like a 6'1", 206, 18-year-old true freshman at a corner? Great measurables. Chris Gradone, he's been the busiest guy here in Evanston this afternoon. No pressure whatsoever. And Beebe with some wiggle room. Beebe straight up the gut. He's got a chance. He's got speed. Down to the 20-yard line. Just like his daddy, Don Beebe, a 36-yard return, and the Cats are in trouble.
The punt did not get high enough, which allowed Beebe to field it and have some room to run, and got to the outside. All the Northwestern defenders were packed inside, got to the outside. Nice gain. Nice return by Beebe, who, like you said, Eric, has some speed now.
His dad actually owns a speed camp. Kids from all over the Chicagoland area go to Don Beebe's speed camp to get faster. It's possible. First down and 10. Hare still the quarterback, and why not? He's been impressive. Switching gears, Daniels trying to get to the edge. And Daniels finally tackled by Harris, but a gain of 8. It was the quarterback, Drew Hare, who laid the definitive block.
Drew Hare is my MVP today. He's doing it all right now. Really good switch at quarterback. Hey, coaches know. They know the players, right, Eric? Good switch at quarterback. He's made it work.
2nd down and 1. No hurry at all, you'd imagine, for the offense for NIU.
You like to eat some clock here and slow it down and work your 4-minute offense.
Quarterback keeps it, and Hare inside the 10. Explain that to me. 4-minute offense. What do you mean by that?
Well, it's just you're trying to take 4 minutes off the clock late in the 4th quarter. Yet, obviously, you have your 2-minute drill.
Throwing a punch.
We have a flag here.
Okay. 15 from the end. Personal foul. Defense, number 90, throwing a punch. Players disqualified himself from the remainder of the game. Half the distance to the goal. 1st down.
This may be the only time in Northwestern history 4 personal fouls. C.J. Robbins has been ejected from the game.
He has to sit out the rest of this game in the first half of the next game. So it hurts him in the next game, too. Don't get frustrated late in the game.
It was in that pit. It was number 90, C.J. Robbins, who is done.
This does not happen at Northwestern. This is very rare, these types of penalties.
Remember, they didn't have an accepted penalty at all a week ago against Cal.
It's just frustration setting in.
Clock is moving. 1st down and goal. Joel Guanyo.
Again, they're going to use clock, trying to take the remainder of this 4 minutes off the clock, to eat all this time up to win the game. Northwestern needs to have 2-minute drill ready when they get on offense.
A touchdown here. And it's almost out of reach. Northern Illinois will have probably salted away. Wildcats need to hold the Huskies to a field goal. Quarterback keeper and Hare wrapped up. Dean Lowry.
And if you're going to work for a field goal here,
we'll take a quick timeout. Northwestern has just stopped the clock. Back in a moment.
Ready?
3 tackles. He's been very disruptive. He's very disruptive. Couple tackles for losses.
great edge rusher, their best edge rusher, and you saw it there. Now, what Northern Illinois needs to do right now, Eric, is try to, it's a 3rd and goal, try to get at least to the middle of the field for your field goal kicker. Get it off that hash if they can.
3rd down and goal. Power football, they keep it with the quarterback, and Hare has had a magnificent second half.
Just your read option, quarterback read option, reading the defensive end. If he squeezes, which Lowry did, he just took it right around him for an easy score. He has been a great spark for this Husky offense today and the entire team. Reading that defensive end, Lowry bites. There he is, taking it in for the touchdown.
It is possible there may be a new quarterback up in DeKalb. Matt McIntosh was named the starting quarterback earlier this week. He was replaced by Anthony Matty, who was replaced by Drew Hare, and Drew Hare by far has been the most impressive quarterback. 20 unanswered points for Northern Illinois. Drew Hare, the sophomore out of O'Fallon, Missouri, down there by St. Louis, has had a day.
And it's been his arm more than his legs that have created the offensive explosion for Northern Illinois today. It's amazing what an arm can do for an offense. You've seen it here today with Drew Hare. Now it's time for 2-minute drill for Northwestern to have a chance at all.
Miles Schuler.
Miles Schuler on the return.
You got to score quickly here. Score quickly. Get your onside kick team ready. Start coaching those guys right now.
If you're a big-time optimist, it only takes 2 scores for Northwestern. They're down 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions.
Can be done. We've seen it done.
They still have 2 timeouts, and it's the beginning of the year. Upper left-hand part of your screen, those yellow slashes underneath Northwestern and above Northern Illinois. That indicates how many timeouts remaining. Both teams have 2 left. Simeon goes down, and the ball's loose. This could be a penalty. It's a low tackle of Simeon, and this is probably going to keep it with the Wildcats.
And that's a new rule.
Can't go low on a quarterback.
And Simeon's hurt.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer, low hit on the quarterback. Defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
And this is exactly why this rule is in place. It is a dangerous play to go low on a quarterback. It's Jason Meehan.
Yeah, these are tough judgment calls because you have to determine whether he's been blocked into or not. But that is the new rule in college football. Cannot go low on the quarterback. Trying to keep him, that position, healthier.
Backup quarterback, Zach Oliver, junior out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. As Simeon is going to be helped off.
That is not a good sign.
Now, just to be fair to NIU and Jason Meehan, who the penalty was called on, that was the only way he'd get to the quarterback. You thought get to the quarterback. And the only way he could get there was to get low.
I can't say that he's wrong what he did. He's trying to get there. He was getting blocked, getting pushed down. That's a judgment call. Those are going to be difficult calls to make. But if you get blocked into somebody, you're not supposed to make the call. But you can't fault Meehan for going after him, trying to get there.
So the new quarterback, Zach Oliver. He's going to be forced to throw this football, and the timing not there on that first attempt. Looking for Schuler. It'll bring up second down.
Hard coming off the sideline as a new quarterback in a 2-minute drill late in the game. And you have to score quick.
Oliver breaks the tackle. Clock continues to move. Just a reminder, State Farm post-game coming your way. Dave, Jerry, and Howard will have scores, highlights, and analysis on today's games. It's been busy around the conference.
This 3-man rush here, dropping 8 guys in coverage.
Man's open, and it's complete. Oh, this is going to be a touchdown. Hare, Youngblood, Hare got behind the defense. Northwestern with life.
What a throw by Zach Oliver with plenty of life right now. Go for 2.
Northwestern didn't have to burn any timeouts.
That was just a go route, and I think the safety just lost where the ball was. It looked like the safety was going to have an interception on the play. He lost where the ball and the receiver was. And Youngblood Hare just got right behind him.
Wildcats have to go for 2. They're now down by 10. This is vital. Jackson next to the quarterback, Oliver. And the pass is complete. Give the conversion to Northwestern. Cameron Dickerson. Zach Oliver, where you been, partner?
Look out. Plenty of time left.
Oliver adding a twist to this game. He has made it just a one-possession lead for Northern Illinois.
Youngblood Hare just gets behind the secondary. Moore here just had a bad angle on the ball. Nice throw by Oliver to the outside, and Youngblood Hare makes a nice play, catching the ball at its highest point.
All right, put your head coaching hat on right now, Chuck Long. They got the two-point conversion to make it an 8-point game, so it's a one-possession game. Northwestern, they have 2 timeouts left. Do they attempt an onside kick, or do they have time to kick it away and play some defense?
I would not onside it now. They don't need to onside kick it with 2 timeouts. Let's see. I would kick it deep.
Somewhere in that sea of purple is Trevor Siemian, who's still being looked at. He was hit low a moment ago. That's why Zach Oliver in the game.
Northern Illinois is lined up for onside kick.
And they call a timeout just to make sure they know that an onside kick could be coming.
Northern Illinois, 30 seconds in length.
While we have a timeout on the field, let's go down to Lisa Byington.
Yeah, I've been told by Northwestern's athletic training staff that Trevor Siemian's return is very doubtful. In fact, they don't think that he's going to come back at all. So if Northwestern is going to have to try and make a comeback, they're not going to do it without his starter. You can see what kind of pain he is in. They have completely taken off his sock, his shoe, and they're looking at the lower part of his right ankle. But, guys, I don't expect to see him back here today.
Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, they say on every college campus, everyone loves the backup quarterback. It's been a good day for backup quarterbacks. Zach Oliver, 1 possession, a touchdown. Drew Hare has been terrific here in the second half. Both guys coming off the bench.
Yeah, it's just Meehan is low. I don't know if he could have helped that. He just gets bent back. He gets bent back on the second hit rather than the first hit that caused the injury. Let's see what happens here. Now, if they do the onside kick, it means, hey, they're having trouble stopping them defensively, is why they would onside kick it.
And they do attempt the onside, and it's covered beautifully. That's the receiver, Deron Brown, who's had a good day. Even on special teams, a good day for the native of Chicago, Deron Brown.
I know the defense is struggling right now with Northwestern, is why they had to attempt the onside kick. I still would have played the percentages and kicked it with 2 timeouts to go. See if they can stop the clock, get a couple stops on defense, call the timeout. They probably get the ball back with a minute or so to go with possibly some field position. But right now they tried the onside kick, and now Northern Illinois has great field position. Can eat up some of this clock now, but you got to use your timeouts now if you're Northwestern's defense.
Drew Hare remains in the game, and why not? He's been sensational in the second half. Wonyo, a pickup of 3. One of the reasons this game is...
Timeout of the half, Northwestern. 30 seconds in length.
Chuck, one of the reasons this game is so important for Northwestern, you've already lost at home against Cal. If you lose here today, that's 0-2 in non-conference. You got another non-conference game next week. Check that 2 weeks from now against Western Illinois. And then your final non-conference game at Notre Dame, November 15th. Notre Dame pretty good this year, and that's going to be on the road, so it's a difficult schedule, just non-conference. We're not even talking about Big Ten play yet. Last time Northwestern lost their first 2 games at home was 11 years ago.
And non-conference games are scheduled to try to gain some confidence going into the Big Ten season. And right now, if they lose this game, they're not going to have a lot of confidence as a football team.
Lewis stays in bounds. It's going to be 3rd down and short.
Good job by Lewis staying in bounds there to force the timeout or the clock to keep running.
Pat Fitzgerald electing not to use the timeout. So a ton of time is going to come off that game clock.
I would have used it there just to, again, play the percentage, call the timeout.
3rd down and 2. And the quarterback keeps it. It's all a moot point. First down, Northern Illinois.
He has wreaked havoc on those defensive ends with the quarterback read game. All he's doing is reading the defensive end. If he sucks down in the line of scrimmage, he keeps the ball. And Lowry again just jumped down inside too quick, which enabled Hare to get an easy first down.
Chucky's been a wild Hare this afternoon. Drew Hare, redshirt sophomore, the third quarterback of the afternoon for NIU, and a flag.
Ball start. Offense number 61. 5-yard penalty remains. First down.
That's a surprise. Northern Illinois should be used to the victory formation. They have won 15 straight true road games. It looks like it's going to be 16 in a row.
I've never seen offsides on a victory formation. I've seen a lot of new things already this year, but this will be a great road victory for Northern Illinois. Again, 16 in a row.
2 passing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown for Hare.
Third and final charge, timeout of the half. Northwestern, 30 seconds in length.
And I'll tell you what, you just imagine that Northwestern, the players really hoping that they had a game next week, but instead it's going to be a bye, and Pat Fitzgerald is going to have a long time to coach up his guys before they play again on September 20th against Western Illinois.
Well, the bye is coming at a good time right now, Eric. They need to get some things figured out. They need to get their concentration back. There's too many drop footballs again today, too many miscues. I thought defensively they played well. They played a lot better than they did last week. Offensively, I don't know if they made much improvement from last week. So they need to get back to the drawing board. The bye week is actually coming at a good time. It may get them a little healthier, too. Go back to a training camp mode.
Game clock operator, please hold the game clock for 3 seconds. We'll start the 40-second game clock on my whistle. Hold it for 3 seconds, then start the game clock.
Northwestern needs to get back to a training camp mode. Get guys healthy and start executing, especially on offense.
17.
Well, this isn't a blip on the radar. This is something that has been close to chronic for Northwestern. Remember, they had that 6-game losing streak a year ago. They finished on a high note with the win against Illinois, but now 2 consecutive home losses to begin the year. Pat Fitzgerald, who has done a wonderful job in his 9 years here at his alma mater, already the school's all-time winningest coach, but he's staring in the face of losing 9 of 10 games dating back to last year.
And credit Rod Carey, head coach of Northern Illinois, and his football team today. They did a great job, great game plan, and they came out and played physical football.
So Northern Illinois, they beat Northwestern for the first time in school history. Heck of a win for Rod Carey and his guys. The former Indiana alum, Rod Carey, comes to Northwestern and wins in a Big Ten venue, and they do it in style. They played tough, they played with precision, and they earned this win, Chuck.
They earned it. They are more physical today than Northwestern, and they executed offensively, especially when Drew Hare came into the game.
So it is all over. Northwestern, they've got 2 weeks to think about it. They won't play again until the 20th against Western Illinois. 23-15 is the final score. That's going to do it from Ryan Field. For Chuck Long and Lisa Byington, I'm Eric Collins saying so long. Coming up next on the other side of the break, it's the State Farm postgame with Dave, Jerry, and Howard. So long from Evanston.
Northwestern Athletics box office. Have you tried one of these? It's so
glorious. We've got kicking next on ESPN. In 5 minutes, we'll see you on ESPN News.
On an autumn evening in New England, as the leaves turn, the pages of American sports history turn in East Hartford. The greatest goal scorer